Sigma, Sigma, wrestler man, we'll edge together, get in hand. Show them all your hunter eyes, that's what I call mugging. Now build a wrestler cause it's free, then mocking cause you knew with me. Sigma, Sigma with the cat, let our edging streak begin.
You look like a good choice.
Interlink. What's it like to hold the hand of someone you love? Interlink. Interlink. Did they teach you how to feel finger to finger? Interlink. Interlink. Do you long for having your heart?
Everything's a copy.
Stop trying to control everything and just let go.
Cells.
Cells.
Do they keep you in the cell? Cells.
Cells.
Want to know what you think? Fuck what you know. You need to forget about what you know. That's your problem. Forget about what you think you know about life, about friendship.
Interlinked.
If you were to die right now, how would you feel about your life? I don't know. I wouldn't feel anything good about my life. Look at you! You're fucking pathetic!
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in the voice so sweet, I thought I heard the shuffle of angels' feet. He called my name, my heart stood still, when he said, son, go do my will. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. 'Cause you can run on for a long time, run on for a long time. You can run on for a long time, but sooner or later, God'll cut you down. Yeah, sooner or later, God'll cut you down. Well, you may throw your rock and hide your hand, walking in the dark against your fellow man, but as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time, but sooner or later, God'll cut you down. Yes, you can run on for a long time, yeah, run on for a long time, run on for a long time, but sooner or later, God'll cut you down. You can run on, cut you down. You can run on, cut you down. You can run on.
Good morning, dog! You doing good? Wow, nice! You're doing good! Wow. I have something important to announce. Wow. I'm... also doing good! Wow.
So yeah, that was weird real quick. Let me make sure I can... There we go, boost that up. That's the first time that's happened. That's the first time that something's been blocked from music. Usually it's just like, oh yeah, AdSense monetization or what have you is taken by the copyright owners, which is like, yeah, that's fine, who cares? But yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna block it because of music. That's weird. That's new. Really hope that's not gonna be a new thing, because that's something that's like just directly taking cues from Twitch, where Twitch will also do that, where if they detect like a copyrighted song, it can just flat out like block the whole stream. People complain about that because games nowadays really, really like their copyrighted music. So that's really obnoxious. That is extremely obnoxious. So what's the occasion? Why early? Well, tonight I'm gonna be hanging out with the bros because we're gonna try to get through some of the Alien movies to get ready for Romulus. Because Shota has been insistent that before we go watch Romulus, we need to go through some of the Alien series. It's something he's been wanting to do for a while, and it's been hell trying to schedule that, but we're going to finally try to make an attempt for it tonight. Kim Jung for $5. I posted an update on my pick I'm working on. Hopefully it's turned out well. Yee. Piss ass for 5 fake monies. Have you heard about the new Fed game that's found by British taxes? The Dustborn one? Yeah. It looks like an actual no bullshit Antifa game. Like, people who have seen the clips of Dustborn, you kind of know what I'm talking about. It seems specifically to be about a group of racially diverse anti-government rebels, that is specifically how they're worded, who go into a small town and have the ability to, like, literally brainwash people. I've heard it described as essentially Purple Man Simulator, where you can fuck with people's heads. And they use those powers, at least in the clips, to get people, like cops, to shoot each other. There's one infamous scene where there's a ginger-haired woman who says, I really don't trust these new people that just came to town. They have these weird abilities. They're doing weird things. I don't feel safe. And to punish her for being a bigot, you mind control an entire crowd to, like, scream her down and humiliate her and ruin her life. There is a music cue in the game where it's like a little rhythm game thing where I guess you make a band with the government rebels or what have you. And the song is all about how the Dustborn, who they describe as aliens, and you know for a fact using aliens in colloquial term, are coming to replace your old way of life, and they will outlast you. They are the new generation coming in. You will be forgotten. And it's all happening while, like, in America, sign is right behind them. So it's a racially diverse group of aliens, quote unquote, who are coming to replace you bigots. And there's nothing you can do about it. That is literally one of the lyrics. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, one of those where I saw that and I was like, what an odd thing to say. What's going on here? Like your shirt designs for the comic, they look very nice. Envy Machinery and Psy worked on them. They worked very hard. Envy's still finishing his up, so the one that you saw in the trailer is a little bit early, but he's finishing it up. Spit Creeper $2. Ice Kiwi Farm's full of pearl clutching losers. Well, I mean, every site's full of pearl clutching losers. Let's be real here. You are not making this up. I am not. People who saw the clips are like, yeah, that's what fucking happens. Aram 13 $5. Even in hell, season 1 are shekels for corporations. Yeah, it's weird because, like, as stated, it's a thing of, like, usually they just take the AdSense money, and I'm like, I don't care about that. I mean, song should be classified as a Nazi war crime. Basically what tourists think P5 is about. Yeah, P5 had an entire segment of the game specifically saying, hey, you shouldn't be fucking with people's heads, even if you think you're doing it for a good reason. I feel like Dustborn was made to prop up Wukong by being a bad game. Well, there's a lot more to Dustborn than that. It was literally made in conjunction with the EU government. Literally received taxpayer funding, not even joking. It is made by a company that is owned by Tencent. There's a lot of weird shit with that game. When I'm taking some else for $2 made me so hard to sound like an MC villager. Couple percent $5. Mize class costume is just a hidden gear after doing an install super. At best, SNK saving them for DLC. At worst, SNK's being cowards. Dustborn was a bait game. You cannot tell me this was a bait game made to piss people off. It's like they saw the Millennial Writing video and made a game about it. It really does. There's a lot of that game that's like, Jesus Christ, this is just unpleasant. Like the scene where the protagonist of the game, the one that you're supposed to be following, like, literally incites a mob to scream a woman down to the point of tears because she says, I really don't like the idea of people that can brainwash others being in our town. My stream's back up. How was your Penn Station pizza sub, fatty? It was pretty good. I liked it.
It's a fucking killers!
Yeah, do not forget the game was financed by government. Yeah. You tell me I indirectly paid for that shit stain? You may have a case to sue the government. Dustborn made by the EU. If NATO wasn't in WF puppet, they'd sanction the shit out of it. Is this game free? Why would anyone pay for this? Important question for Mr. Authorman. If Rachel's paraplegic, how does her ass get so fat? Who knows? You know, it's like the quote from Chopper Reed. Why let the truth get in the way of a good yarn? So it's Dustborn game sure is some jokes that I refuse to believe that it's not some tax write-off. Too bad it's not the type of tax write-off you can shelve. I also want to overcompensate due to forcing David Cage to leave due to allegations. Yeah, that's possible. It's funny your flop Dustborn or Concord. Well, no one gives a shit about Concord. Like, no one's talking about Concord. At least Dustborn has funny cutscenes. So we can blame Dev. Yeah, sure, why not? Really hope they don't come across DJ Spitter. They're gonna get blasted. Clip of dialogue encounter. Guy says the word black guy, black in caps in the subtitles, and there's a prompt to trigger, at which you just shout racist. My God. I don't care. I more generally don't care about modern games. I'll stick to my old games to ignore the rotten industry. Well, you can just ignore that specific game. It has some funny cutscenes, but other than that, it's like, oh man, that's just cute. They think they're doing something. Feels too perfect, like perfect satire or something else. That's the thing. The people who made it, there's no way they're being satirical. This is just... It's like arguing the Jack Chip D&D comics were satire. No, he genuinely believed it. Mark down at $2. Up all, how's it going? Well, we're up super early, aren't we? Remember, jinx tomorrow. Tell your friends. Crashman Coop for $3.50. Think someone's actively trying to take down your channel. YouTube's copyright system too easy to abuse. No, that was a bot thing. That was specifically a bot thing. It detected the music, and I guess it just didn't like it. I mean, that had to have been a bot, because it just said, oh yeah, temporarily down because we detected, and it's like, that's weird. I saw a Deadwing stream today. He was watching a takedown video about him watching a birdie video. Yeah, it was a thing where I had no idea what the hell was going on. It's like, I'm just happy you're out there having fun. Dustborn's the first step of our own North Korean propaganda entertainment? No. No. No on multiple levels. For one, it's not North Korean propaganda. It's just a humiliating attempt at being a how do you do fellow kids type game. On top of that, it's not even the first game of its type. You had fucking Life is Strange 2 right after Trump came out. And it was about how Trump was going to genocide Mexicans. Real quick question. Is Yuki cook her rice with tap water or filtered water? Filtered. Speaking of dev, anyone catches his new donation tier list? If you want to hard reset their entire game, you have to donate 500, 100 for no glass challenge, I think, 20 for other stuff, and ass. What? What? What does that mean? They didn't like a cover of a Johnny Cash song. I don't know what it is. Maybe that specific cover has something in it to where it'll detect if people are playing it on YouTube. Maybe, because that was weird. That was the first time I ran into that. You ever do a Rumble stream? I do want to see your stress test their servers and top the gaming charts. Been nearly 3 months. We demand new emotes. I've been working on other stuff, but don't worry. We may have something in the works. What's the Jack Chip D&D comic? Okay. Jack Chip in the 80s was infamous for being a Bible thumper, and specifically really railed against D&D. He thought D&D promoted Satanism. He thought it was evil. He thought it was like the bane of society. So he wrote a bunch of comic strips specifically to proselytize against D&D and use fear-mongering propaganda to scare parents into not wanting their kids to play it. It had some over-the-top shit like, if you play D&D, one of your friends will go insane and become a murderer, which actually ended up being the inspiration behind a Tom Hanks movie. I'm not even kidding. It was like one of Tom Hanks' first movies. He goes completely insane and thinks he's still his D&D character like by the end of the movie. It's fucking weird. Want to test for a random song? We will at the very end. We will at the very end. Genocide Mexicans, are they confusing Trump for Obama? Name's Jack Chick, everybody. Yeah. Now it agrees, and the power company said now to do the power lines. Fuck. Why should you play the Iris Dating Sim for a stream? I'm not, because that's actual spyware. Like, that's actual spyware. This comic's called Chick Tracks. Yeah. Yeah, Mazes and Monsters. Yeah. It's a whole fucking thing. JonTron covered a movie that was based off one of the Jack Chick comics, but it was playing it up to be a lot more over the top and goofy. Like the movie he covered was a satire of that kind of fear-mongery genre, because it's about the cult trying to summon Cthulhu and stuff like that. Yeah, the film is called Mazes and Monsters. Surprisingly depressing ending line. Yeah. I did love the, so before Spoonie went insane, he actually did a review of that movie, and that is like one of my favorite Spoonie videos, because it is genuinely funny. Because the ending of the movie is Tom Hanks is still crazy, and they just have to live with him thinking he's his D&D character. And Spoonie goes on a rant of like, hey, wait a minute, this isn't okay. He's insane. Pretty soon he's going to butcher his neighbors jerking off and screaming the ballad of Bilbo Baggins. Like, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Yeah, Tom Hanks shanks a homeless dude and tries to kill himself to ascend to wizardhood. Yeah, Chick Track's parody movie is called Dark Dungeon. It's funny as fuck. Yeah. Reminded me of an old NCIS episode where it's exactly like Mason Monster and MMORPG. Cat Mercury Fatbox, no, some indie dev should do an anti-Dustborn game. White blonde man takes down evil foreigners with mind control powers. Did you play the World of War campaign for a stream? That could be fun. World of War's good. We'd hard quit Twitter over smelly Indian jokes, but built an entire brand as a gamer, unkempt gamer dude. That's what he says he quit Twitter for. I'm still not convinced of that. Because I don't want to be that guy. Okay. I don't want to be that guy and start spreading conspiracy theories. But notice that Mutahar immediately quits Twitter with no announcement, supposedly dips out of a stream he was supposed to be on the day after the Fur Affinity hack. Like, out of the blue, you know, because the Fur Affinity hack, specifically the Fur Affinity hack had a keylogger in it that could get access to your shit because it's paying attention to what you're typing in. So the day after that hack, Mutahar decides out of nowhere to quit Twitter. Now, I'm not saying he's a furry. All I'm saying is the timing's interesting. Conspiracies are fun. Exactly. Conspiracies are fun. Yeah, it really makes you think. It really does. It really does. Do you like Jello? Everyone likes Jello. Remember his first suit being orangutan? I've seen the Dustborn clips rolling around. Yeah, we talked about him a little bit. We talked about it. Fucking crazy. Second Assassin's Creed, they want Western celebrities in Yakuza games. Please, no. We had Danny Trejo. That's all we need. All we need is Danny Trejo. Check is Jack Thompson. If he didn't go into anti-video game nonsense, but instead made pamphlets on why D&D makes you a real witch and who wants to destroy America. Yeah. Muda put on a Sanchi medallion. Yeah, everyone's talking about that. Like, him deleting Twitter is not to the level of destruction by Sanchi medallion that other people have dealt with. Because, I mean, when you talk about destruction by medallion, you're talking about guys like iDubbbz or Ricada or Ethan Ralph. Guys whose entire lives collapsed. For now, it's just Muda deleting his Twitter. So you don't want to call it too soon, but you do pay attention. You do pay attention. Trejo's alright and Keith David, but no one else. Agreed. People call Trump 2.0 or Hitler 2.0 are the same people who said they had sex with my wife, so what if our baby looks Chinese and we're both white? Let's take it Mark Hamill in the first English localization. Yeah, but that was specifically VA work. They're talking about full-on cameos. You know, like Danny Trejo in Yakuza 8. Found in Telegram was arrested in France. Can you recommend a movie? Just any genre. Elite Squad, Restrepo. There's a lot of good ones out there. Kiefer Sutherland's in Yakuza? No, Kiefer Sutherland's not as far as I'm aware. Some people trying to call post about Repop mode and Lollipop Chainsaw saying it's censorship. I think that's a troll. I really do think Repop mode is a troll to fuck with people. Because even the trailer, it flat out says, yeah, Repop mode has less violence. Like, it'd be one thing if they use the modern audience line where it's like, oh, this is for modern audiences. They specifically say, yes, we're going to use Repop mode. You can use original mode in the game, but Repop mode has less violence in it. And it's like, all right, they're fucking with people. And Lollipop Chainsaw is the exact kind of game to make that kind of joke and fuck with people in that way. It has a very weird sense of humor. So I saw that and I'm like, all right, that's pretty clever. If that's them fucking with people, that's clever. Yeah, just turn Repop mode off. That's literally all you have to do. I mean, Mark Hamill's destroying his reputation at mocks people, telling people at a con to force themselves they're voting for Trump. Yes, he used that wording. See Concord blacklisting LGBT terms on Steam. What's your favorite Kiwi Farm star? Because an absolute schizo fest. Andy Ditch won. Andy Ditch came out of nowhere and took the world by storm. He is an interesting little boy. Interesting little boy. Her Repop mode was how it was meant to originally be. They just couldn't do it because the game was already having frame issues. Repop has a ton more practical effects. Yes, no. The fact they're specifically saying it'll have less violence and people are saying that Juliet's skirt is longer in Repop mode makes me think that's a troll. I really do feel like they're fucking with people. I mean, the game is confirmed to not have as much music, but a lot of that's just due to licensing. So obviously you can't exactly yell at the game for that. I mean, it's like, hey, license is expired. It sucks. But that's also why modern games really kind of have to break the addiction to use licensed music and everything. See, there was a mass stabbing at a festival of diversity. Many such cases. It would be funny if Repop mode led to an alternate ending, but I doubt they bring the whole cast back. Mo Hart used to do deep dives on dark web and saw the most messed up shit imaginable, but a couple of Pajit Twitter comments got to him. Nah, I don't buy it. I'm the same way. I also don't buy it. Think the upskirt achievement will still be there in Repop? Probably. The big thing is they're specifically saying you can just play the original mode. The original mode, which is the original game, is right there. So it's like, the idea of advertising Repop as the censored version is funny to me. Because, I mean, we talked about how like Dead Rising couldn't keep its mouth shut and kept running its mouth and kept doing stupid shit and made people less excited for it. Repop is kind of both where it's pissing people off, but it might be trying to do that intentionally, which is the style of humor Lollipop Chainsaw had before. So, where's the super chat I sent 10 minutes ago? I don't know. Give me a sec. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it didn't go through. Unless it's Streamlabs. Let me check Streamlabs. Yeah, okay. It must have came in through Streamlabs then. Dead on $5. Hey, Lolly. So in Germany, our government just jailed a political right-wing streamer, and a week later, a migrant stabbed 3 people. Also, the MH fandom is annoying because the armor isn't gen locked anymore, which sucks because that's kind of cool. Yeah. It does suck because, like, I always find people cheering it on and going like, oh, finally, we don't have to deal with just skimpy outfits for women. Is like, Monster Hunter is like one of the last franchises that still had gendered armor. Like it was the same way when I saw people talking about like Mortal Kombat, where people were posting pics of Mortal Kombat 9 and going like, God, can you believe games got away with that back then? It's like, why is this such an edgy thing we should not do anymore? It's fucking stupid. Like really, we're gonna pretend that this is still a plague on gaming, that A, it was bad, and B, that like this is something to like go, oh my God, can you believe we used to do that? It's like, yeah, that was when games were better. I think Long Legs is very mixed on because I wasn't a huge fan of the direction of the dark magic and satanic stuff and supernatural. Maybe that's just me. I liked all the occultism stuff. I thought that was cool. My main problem was the ending. I think the ending was shooting for a specific vibe, and that vibe just didn't hit because you were screaming at the main character too much to fucking do something. Like, very clearly the guy was going to kill his wife, and the main character literally just stood there and watched it happen. And that's something that I'm like, that was dumb. That was dumb. That was stupid. Yeah, compared to Dogma, MH's female armor isn't even all that skimpy. Yeah, exactly. We'll say I didn't like Sony's outfit in MK9. Deadly Alliance looked much better. Been reading the Death Dealer comics. Pretty fun. Pretty much Conan-style fantasy that's unapologetically edgy. Can we get another Idle Manager stream? Still believe you can make Fishman run work. I think you can even get the phase mod that puts the phase girls in the pool for talents. That'd be funny. Besides, modders just add the license stuff back in, like GTA Definitive Edition. That is true. I'm 100% sure Ed Boon is still into it, but he just doesn't want people to bitch about his games anymore. Yeah, it's probably a big part of it. Okay. Now we're gonna have to swap over because we don't have a lot of time tonight because I gotta end this by 8:30. By 8:30, we gotta call it. So we're gonna swap over. But before we do that, just real quick. And if you hear any buzzing, I got my feet warmer underneath me. My feet are cold. Here it is. Okay. Oh, one sec. I gotta resize it. There was a certain premiere today. A certain little premiere, and it was pretty good. We're gonna watch it. We are gonna watch the video I made. It was pretty great. Is that 3 hours later your time? Yeah, my time. It's gonna be at 8:30 EST. But I gotta call it. Feet warmer? Sure, yeah, my feet are cold. Finally free from choice and visually appealing DAGI. Fuck yeah. Subscribe to my Patreon. Follow me on Twitter. Woo, fuck yeah. You're having a stroke through text. See the news, another one might be getting sold off, going independent. I don't know how to feel about that. Alright. So here we go. Now pay attention to this because there's something hidden here. There you go. Yeah, that is the campaign trailer. That's the campaign trailer. It's pretty good. I was signing in for $2 Cybercooch. You got me hacked in like 1101100111111. Yeah, it's pretty good. Rachel the Blonde, she was brunette from the art. Everyone assumes that because of Oracle from Batman. Everyone just assumes that she just looks like Barbara. As long as it doesn't take 3 years like CG Comics. Don't worry, it's actually coming along faster than we even expected. Somebody's not a huge fan of fan service. I don't care either way, but I'm not going to pro clutch at it. I'm also not also against toning down and censoring someone's work. Yeah. Cyberpop is best project of cyber waifus and bullets. Hell yeah, to Yuki the cyber waifu. Yeah. Bullets of the Beauty is an archive reference. It is an archive reference, yes. Because specifically, if you remember the reveal trailer of Cyberpunk 2077, it was the Bullets trailer because it had Bullets by Archive playing, and that's a lyric from the song Bullets. Can Rachel do any sick tricks with her wheelchair? She's a sad drunk. What's the difference between one cripple and another? But yeah, it's campaign's going to be launching September 7th. September 7th. That is the official day. That is the for-sure day we're doing it. So, it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Going to be awesome. Still remember will you still remember us after you become indie comic star? See Pippa being in love with Kira? Yeah, at least she acknowledges Kira's a pretty good part of Part 4. Alright, now we're swapping back over to Final Fantasy VIII. Might have to ask the owner to use the music if you're doing something official. If you're talking about the music in the trailer, I literally bought a license for it. There's a website you can go to called, I think it's called, give me one quick second. It's somewhere. Pond 5. Pond 5 is like a website you can buy licensed tracks, and we had to buy it for that. Oh, loud voice? Alright, give me a sec. I'm playing with the volume. Yeah, the song I used in the trailer, I literally went out and bought a license for. I'm trying to find a good middle ground here. It's like the future belongs to the losers really relate to it. Yeah. Yeah, the volume knob on the mic is a little sensitive. I'm still trying to play around with it. There's a lot more people in the cartoon community talking about media being horrible, but attempting to disgenuinely sidestep, mentioning how DI is directly responsible. Alright, we're gonna have to... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Quistis had it. Alright. Yep. Was it... Okay, so... Renoa? Yeah, Renoa. There we go. Rachel's wheelchair stretch girls trying to survive in Cyberpunk? Yeah. Okay. I know I have tents here somewhere. There it is. I bought a bunch of them. I'm trying to place, but I'm getting Batman Beyond vibes from the trailer and all that. Oh, I didn't really have in mind, but that's pretty cool. Now we run over here. 30 people on YouTube are all a bunch of maladjusted adult babies. Yeah. So donation started? No, not yet. September 7th is when it launches. Like for sure is when it launches. How'd you hit the stream while I was gone? I'm playing around with the volume settings on the mic. Chat from me want to shoot myself. It's so trash. Does Rachel play CSGO? She'll play anything. A comic be color or black and white? It's gonna be black and white. We're shooting for old school manga. A, it's faster to get done, and B, it's old school manga. Do you have any other picks, including the update on Discord? Just heads up. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Dang, you still have Eddie in your party? She's a good guy for a little while. A little while. Yeah, sometimes monochrome is better than colored. Yeah. Well, I stated, it makes it easier. You know, it makes it easier on the guy doing it, and we all kind of agreed, like, this is something inspired by manga anyway, so may as well allow it to be black and white. On Telegram, be charged with terrorism, narcotics, fraud, money laundering, receiving stolen goods, pedo, criminal content. They're throwing everything at him. Oh, fuck. I expect you to have full nips out. The artist insisted. He was so dead set on it. Oh, fuck. Family's great tribute to Motoko Kusanagi. Rest in peace, Atsuko Tanaka. Yeah. Sad stuff. New Vegas ending is Rachel go for. Kill everyone. Favorite summon, always loved Doom Train. That is hard. That is actually really hard. There are a lot of really good summons. I guess if I had to pick one, I love, God, what's his fucking name? Bahamut? I love Bahamut. So Rachel's a murder hobo. She just likes killing. She just likes killing in video games. What are you hoping the next South Park game to be? Since May didn't like Snow Day, I just wanted to follow the same ending of A Fractured Butthole, where you become evil with Butters. I'll save on inking costs. That is true. No, Cyberpunk and wheelchairs. If you read the wheelchair entry in Cyberpunk Red, basically it's a spider-legged machine-gun-armed financial flex on your enemies. The Summoner 14 actually summoned a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we may have to bail. What's Rachel's favorite shotgun? She doesn't really know much about guns. So the probable thing a gamer series working on looks sick. It's a comic we've been working on. We got a whole company behind it. It's gonna be great. There we go. Son of a bitch. As long as it's not a Malboro. No, it's not. Just one of the horses. All-time favorite summons is Shot Cotobelphus from 5 and 6. So yeah, our Kennedy Jr. jumped out of race in swing states and endorsed Trump in those states. Good. Hunter x Hunter manga's returning. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is returning. Berserk is officially picked back up by Dark Horse. A lot of things are happening in the manga sphere. A lot of things are happening. Crash 5 and Spyro team up. Cancel that Super Mobile game was worth making instead. Very sad. Yeah. Feel gag with Rachel every time she gets a new Cyberlex to get destroyed a chapter later like Cobain's car. No. I have my own set of ideas for bits. Yeah. There we go. Does Rachel enjoy cosplay? She doesn't really enjoy much of anything. So curious for $5 for the mailing list, get the docu, make Yuki Maoshu, will Shota still try to fuck her? I mean, that's something you're gonna have to find out for yourself. Let the games begin. Definitely picking up the Dragon Deluxe books when they drop later this year. Thankfully done by Dark Horse again. Yeah, Dark Horse does pretty good stuff. This Batman glazing Wukong's getting. People are calling it the game of the year and upgrade time for a generation. Absolutely delusional. There's a lot of astroturfing involved. There's a lot of astroturfing involved. Shit, dude, it's 3 p.m. It's super duper early. Yeah, I'm hanging out with bros tonight, so I can't stream at usual time. So I'm like, I may as well do an afternoon one. Actually recommending Restrepo and Cornball, amazing War Dogs. They're very good. Does Rachel play League? How far along the game are we now? We are right before the final disc. You can make your own stuff. You gotta sit and complain about how bad everything is and complain about the culture war. Yeah. Dark Horse is hired a murderer, not buying anything from them. Zoe Quinn, I'm willing to buy Berserk, because Zoe Quinn is not touching Berserk. No, Rachel was already funny to me about some Cyberpunk setting me stuck in a wheelchair. That is kind of the joke with her. Mara put out a video talking about leaving Twitter because jokes about Indians being disgusting in the video. Looks like he hasn't showered for days. Darker's pretty good, especially they not raw dog my wallet. Yeah. Okay. Ichi the Killer's getting an English print release, but it's by 7Cs. The other company I'm thinking of, I hope they don't fuck with it. Yeah, especially with how specific Ichi the Killer is with a lot of its content. Like, you need it to be as unfiltered as possible. So Quinn, the one who drove Ed Pisker to suicide. Ah, okay. Well, Trump said when he gets back in office, force them to release all the JFK assassination files, so it might be the end of the conspiracies. What's your favorite Guns but Girls anime, besides Black Lagoon? I'm really fond of Noir and El Cazador myself. Ghost in the Shell kinda technically counts, but you're obviously talking about something a bit more specific than that. Licorice Recoil is pretty fun. Gunslinger Girl is pretty classic. I guess Kite would count. Kite's definitely not easy to watch, I will say that. Noir's a good one. Gunslinger Girl is just depressing. Gunslinger Girl is just super depressing. There's the most obnoxious haircut on a man. That's a good question. I guess that weird, like, everything is shaved except for the top of your head thing, like the weird pineapple cut people get. I hate those. Cat was really great. Sequel's kind of a mess. Yeah. Guys, just another Cyberpunk anime that ending though? Man, that depressed me, yeah. They're big YouTubers, no more than a disingenuous liar once paired the same opinions to an establishment because they have dream of being Hollywood actors. I think that's definitely true for some of them. Some of them are just flat out Hollywood people. That's where you get guys like the Paul brothers. Oh my god. Kite had balls, that's for sure. Yeah, Kite went fucking directions. Got the Marvel haircut. Yeah, the weird, like, side shave thing. Yeah. Yasumi Uematsu goes hardcore, and his women do look like dolls and men like fish. Then your boy Zach posts about Trump losing because his YouTube channels that complain about culture war, not complaining about important real issues like food and gas. I was waiting for him to snap out or whatever he's dealing with so he can go back to being funny. It'll come eventually. There we go. Do. Slowly but surely. Edgar haircut's terrible. Which one's the Edgar haircut? I don't really remember that. Zach from when he plays? Zach from your boy Zach. Yeah, Zach's just tired of middlemen acting like pussies. That's a part of it, but he himself is also doing it. Because, like, I guess the best way to put it is he spent months ranting about something that can be said, like, once or twice. Like, once or twice in the span of, like, those same months. Drum & Gun's pretty good. It's about gun dealers. Drum & Gun's fun. It kind of feels like a discount Black Lagoon at points, but it's not bad. Your boy Zach might have been melting down. Your boy Zach is diversity in comics. Zach actually used to be a really fun guy. Now, ever since the Ed Pisker thing, he's just kind of like mentally snapped. And to be fair, there were some other red flags with it even before then. And now he is just like ranting every single day on the same points again and again. Always amazed me how big the graphical jump from 7 to 8 was in only 2 years. Squared some real talent. Oh, yeah. I mean, PS1, PS2 era, that was where you had some amazing jumps in technology. Mexican Bull's the Egger haircut. Oh, okay, yeah. Yosuimi Ometsu only have porn scenes book Kite and Metsu Forte so we can get it funded. Yeah. I managed to find the 9/11 Building 7 song. Just search Martin Keys and you'll find no keys and you'll find it. Yeah, I found it. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I'm trying to save it for a Tuesday stream. That'd be a fun one for a Tuesday stream. Just 1 to 2 is pretty big. That was a massive one, yeah. Disney Boy Zach Comicsgate, instead of complaining about comics, you should be making them. He used to be. He formerly left Comicsgate and was doing his own thing. And just like a lot of other Comicsgate things, a lot of books ended up becoming pretty fucking late. I can't about the Fishman thing. You can see with the lips of the men, especially in the 90s OVA. Gotcha, man. Just nuke it. Think about it, we went from Atari 2600 to Xbox 360 in about 28 years. Really think about that shit. Technology fucking flew. Oh, yeah. A couple percent of $2 getting to this part of the game was such a whiplash, yeah. Sure, anyone wants to ask you, but have you seen the Sonic X Shadows Generation trailer and so thoughts? I'm not super into Sonic, so I haven't really been paying too much attention. If it ends up fun, though, I'll play it. I like Sonic, what was it, Mania? The one that was made by, like, fans and was then made in an official game. That was pretty good. I also liked Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers was genuinely good. Like Marcus sleeves come in discreet packaging and the neighbors see Rachel's fat ass on my porch. I'm under the assumption it'll be discreet. It better be discreet. I mean, you're taking a gamble there. Technology flew and now it's become really stagnant. MGS2 stealth game AI still isn't used. Loved it not being hive mind AI. Yeah. Hell, I was going through the fucking Arkham games, and the amount of technology that was in Arkham City alone was mind-blowing. Like, Dune would respond to so many different variables. And somebody at Microsoft realized how big of a mistake closing 360 store was and reopens it, hopefully. I just want fucking Dead Rising 2, Case Zero, and Case West re-released. I just want that. I just want that. That's all I want. Yeah, FF7 and 10 are 4 years apart. Think about that for a second. Yeah. Oh, thank God. Now we don't have to deal with any more monsters. Favorite FF8 girl? Really like Ultimecia. I like Quistis. I'm trying to think. Renault was fun. Renault was cute. I like her. You can buy Case West off Xbox One. But was that part of the 360 store? Because if so, you can't anymore. Selfie? Selfie's fun. Diversity and quotas. You can't say I'm wrong to the dev teams of Doom to Quake. Decades of advancements occurred in years. Favorite DE side character? Disco Elysium? The old man veteran is pretty great. He's genuinely a good character. And when you do more quests around like finding out context around him, it makes him even more interesting. The old lady who you get your gun from was genuinely sad. That was actually like, goddamn, now I just feel bad. It's went to Xbox Store. You can still buy K0 $5. Oh my god. There's still chance. There's still hope. All three girls are great. I'm still surprised Renault is hated in Japan. Is she? That's weird. I've never heard of her being hated. the culture war affect people's voting for the future? Culture war is just media. What affects politics is quality of life and money. If people feel like their quality of life is in danger, or they're not getting, or they're not able to afford things like how they used to, they'll start voting for the opposite out of spite. That's what happened with Trump. That's literally what happened with Trump. Obama came in, promised a bunch of fixes for the economy, bringing us out of the recession, all that. Vast majority of the country did not feel that in any way, shape, or form, and felt scammed, on top of a bunch of other shit Obama did. So they voted for Trump out of spite. Did you hear that Ghost Hunter and all 3 Time Squares on PS Store? Yeah! What about Cam? I wouldn't really call him a side character. He's straight up one of the protagonists. Listen, there was general discussion on Nixon recently. Such a shame he wanted to take people's guns away. Outside of that, he was great. Yeah, you can still buy 360 games off Xbox One store as long as they don't get delisted. Okay, okay. Well, still having that limitation still kind of sucks, because like, well, I want them on PC and I want them on PlayStation. Put them on other places. Are there coming Metro in the future? That's been requested a lot. How much does RFK Jr. dropping out help Trump? I don't really know. RFK, I always felt around a lot of the stuff around RFK was very astroturfed. Like people swearing up and down, oh no, he's like the good option. He's the Trump but votable thing. I always heard that phrase and it annoyed me because I'm like, well, I mean, Trump was votable. He was president before. So it's one of those things. Having a real bad night. I'm trying not to be gay, but saying that you were streaming helped me calm down a bit. Thank you, man. See, it's good shit. It's good shit. We're playing Final Fantasy. Playing Final Fantasy. Retro books or games? I mean, kind of both. Trump, but secretly Kamala. Doom, doom. I mean, the future should run by our dad. Yeah, I'd say so. What happened in Germany? I don't know. A guy said that some like right-wing streamer was arrested in Germany, and then right after that, a bunch of people got stabbed. Can Kamala have the same effect as Trump had back in 2016? No. No one likes Kamala. She is astroturfed as fuck. She lost 2020 the first time to fucking Tulsi Gabbard. Like, nothing about Kamala is organic. And what carried Trump was explicitly that he was organic. Trump, if you use code TALL for 10% off. That is true. 10% off. Use code TALL Gamer Subs. They have new stuff in the works. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Something about people being stabbed at a diversity rally. Yeah, something like that. Alpha Omega, $5. Have you seen Mamomoko's vid on some leftist burden because Japanese mangaka and Japan are conservative and listen out mangaka's political sins? Yeah, that's happened multiple times. Shocker, a lot of the media literate people have been having to face with the fact that not everything agrees with their very specific form of media literacy. And they'll scream and cry about it. They'll probably try to dox some of the people involved. They tried gunning after Tim Kaine because he said Fallout's not about capitalism. A whole bunch of shit. RK Jr. can reach across the aisle and hopefully break some of the Dem voters that are default trans, especially since he said they try to fuck him over. I don't know. Every single time we try to bet on Dems to do that, they never do it. Vote blue no matter who. 10 people got stabbed in that rally and they really don't want to convict the stabber because he's Muslim. Maybe let people crying over Fallout was funny. It was pretty funny. What's funny, what's conservative in one country is very much not conservative in others. For example, what's conservative in America is very liberal in the Middle East. Yeah. I was about Civ 5. Want to know what mods you recommend? I use not yet another Earth mod, which is, it is an Earth mod where it's all the, it's all the continents and all the countries where they're supposed to be, and everyone starts at the position they started historically. So if you start in Japan, you're on that little island. If you start in America, you're on the big-ass continent. And you have to deal with Aztecs, Iroquois, a bunch of others. Really fun mod. Really fun mod. Back in the day, people used Tumblr as for the webcomic characters and such. Thought about you doing the same for yours? It wasn't really something that we had in mind. What's Rachel's favorite Gamer Subs flavor? Probably something cherry. How do we as a democracy work around people who are slaves to party lines? Well, the system itself is not the problem. It's the fact that people are dumb, and at that point, every single system is wrong, and what's the fucking answer? Doesn't Frank Herbert go against the whole Paul isn't actually a messiah thing by the third and fourth book with his son being a godlike creature? Yes, no, kinda, not really. Big thing in Dune is the fact that... Now be aware, I'm not like a super huge Dune fanboy, so don't take me just complete for gospel. But a big thing in Dune is the fact that there is no real savior or messiah figure. Everyone is flawed in some way, shape, or form, and all have ideologies that to them make sense and will bring peace, but to everyone else is hell on earth. Even Paul's son ends up doing some pretty fucked up things for the sake of making sure humanity survives. And there does come a point of like, well, if humanity's going to survive like this, isn't even worth it. Recommend voting rights, get one through games of Mahjong. Okay. I gotta remember how we get to the center. I think this is center. I gotta remember how to do a lot of this. Apparently Half-Life 3 leaks are real. Chat bets on whether a new Berserk chapter and official teaser of Half-Life 3. You watch Kaiji? Yeah. Or Kaiji, yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, I gotta remember those steps here. Okay. Is Final Fantasy the biggest city, or is that not known? Probably like 12. 12 had a pretty massive world. Okay. Oh, okay. I need to head back. Because it was... I went the wrong direction. Favorite DC Comics girl? I like the magician girl. I forgot her name. She's pretty great. Fair point, Golden Pass, make sure humanity survives without a central figure. Paul failed because he wanted to be worshipped. Leto II did what needed to be done. Yeah. There's a lot of different interpretations around it. To boil it down to a simple good, evil, hero figure versus... hero figure versus, villain figure. It's a little not the point of Dune. Yeah, Zatanna. Zatanna's great. Prometheus, or didn't like it. It is a stupid fucking movie. Especially if you're a fan of aliens, it is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, 12 was ridiculously huge for a non-open world game. The coverage of Dustborn, the game so woke almost seems like parody as well as it rhymes newborn with porn in one of the songs. Yeah. I'm seeing Sega RGG asking people on celebs like rocking the next game, sounds like they're going the way CDPR. No, they're trying their best to cash in on whoring it out to the West because they know Yakuza got really big in the West. And it's not a good idea because what makes Yakuza interesting is the fact it's specifically a high-production J-drama. The Japanese identity to it. But the thing is, Sega also has, like, no fucking franchises anymore to bleed. So all they have is Yakuza, and they're trying to push Yakuza as far as it will go. Things a bit loud. I can turn it down real quick. Yeah, there we go. What was Ridley Scott's last good movie? The Martian was pretty good. Technically, they have Persona. They do. And look at how much they've tried to whore out Persona 5. Too quiet. All right, I'll crank it up a little bit. Like a single point, because I know you're just being goofy. Last second knew what he was doing was evil, but he was doing that at all basically make humanity have a negative instinctual reaction to anything close to what he was doing. Yeah. To run Yakuza into the ground. Persona 6 like Elder Scrolls 6 at this point, it's never happening. Alright, we gotta go this way. Okay, head to the I am just straight up looking up a guide. I can never remember how to do this right. Remember when Shin Megami Tensei used to be a horror series for changing a generic anime trope rom-com? It has not been a horror series in a very, very long time. And if you think that's what... If you think that's what SMT5 is, or 4, yeah, you haven't been paying attention, man. To be fair, Persona 5 milking is some of the best milk. Ed Pisker thing showed what a sham a lot of the CG guys are. They were against him, and then after his death, were suddenly Crusaders for him. Well, I mean, to be fair, there's a league difference between we yelled at each other on Twitter and, oh my god, he's dead. You know, it's like, there does come a point of, holy shit, this guy's actually dead. That's kind of fucked. What the hell are they doing? There we go. It was sticky. Sega just recently shut down a Golden Axe fan game at their Nintendo. They may have Golden Axe Revival in the works. That could be true. Okay. We may miss the first contact point. Shit. I'm just gonna run past these dudes. It's a single dude, but I'm just gonna run past him. This takes way too long to fight. It's gonna do that thing where it takes forever to escape too. Fuck. So I have a section of the game where they expect you to buy a game guide. Yeah, it really is. Okay, here we go. Go left. We may have time. Fuck. So what I missed from this part, we're trying to fight off a super weapon trying to destroy the city. There we go. Okay, here we go. Son of a bitch. Literally, a single combat encounter screwed us. I think something's wrong with the Xbox controller here. It's a little weird to move. Not too bad, but it is weird. Alright. Well, because I'm going to miss that one. Enemies take so long to kill in this game. I remember taking this long to carry rank and file badges in other FF games. Well, I use a lot of summons, and summons specifically take forever. Okay, come on. Look at Capcom a Dead Rising remake. They don't know what to do with their own franchises. Yeah, well, they see how games fail, and they don't know exactly why they fail, so they try to do anything and everything to figure out why they fail, not realizing that people voice very clearly why they didn't buy it, why they thought it sucked, and they're like, no, but this time we'll just do it better. Okay. Come on. Alright. Now I gotta remember how to get to here. This part of the game specifically wanted you to pay attention to how you moved around the city, and I just didn't. That's main gate, so backwards. Alright. Yeah, nobody in chat remembers when SMT was horror. Like, come on, get over yourselves. Yeah. Yeah. That's failed so bad they got their astronauts stuck in space in June, stuck orbiting Earth. Oh, be forced to return with Elon's SpaceX crew in February. Holy moly. Yeah, it should be this way, I believe. I got the GFs to learn strength plus 40 so you can pummel shit to death. Yeah. Doesn't Diablos have a no encounter skill? He cuts it in half, but like late game encounters are still all over the place. Ow. Okay. Oh. What is it doing? Oh, there it is. There it is. We're just drawing Yuki's hair. I come too close. Drawing Ellie from Xenogears, so similar hairstyles are from the front. And just do whatever you can. Alright, so this way, I believe. Sham early? Yee, we have to. Yeah, it should be this way. Yeah, here it is, here it is. Alright. Son of a bitch. Diablos does have an encounter none ability. Ah, okay. Makes you curious why YouTube ones both have their cake and eat it too with child safety but not doing anything with YouTube kids still supporting Elsagate channels. Because they bring in shitloads of money and the people that own those channels probably pay off YouTube. That was something that was found when Elon bought Twitter, that a lot of Twitter admins would allow child porn rings to stay up on Twitter explicitly because admins would get paid off. So they would get a cut of the money from the CP rings that were active on Twitter. So I guarantee a lot of that is probably also shit that Elsagate channels do, where they'll pay off a YouTube mod. You gotta hurry. Son of a bitch. Question of this, what are your thoughts on Project 2025 proposal that popped up a few months? That's a psyop. It's bullshit. When they're saying shit like we will return Christian traditional values to America, it's a fucking psyop. Nobody lives by that shit anymore. Anyone that says they do is a fucking liar. The only place you'll actually find legitimate Christian values in America is small town shit, where it's people who aren't trying to get into the fucking government. That was messed up, yeah. Well, it's legitimate, no bullshit proof that a lot of the problems that websites have are completely artificial. When they say things like, well, YouTube can't monitor everything, yeah, they absolutely can. They specifically built up the infrastructure to allow them to do it. They just choose not to. They was found to have owned some Twitter stock after Elon bought it, yeah. And Capcom remake RE6, kind of don't want them to. I specifically want them to remake 6. 6 is the one that needs a remake. That's the one that they should go back and try to fix. Like, you want them to remake games that actually need the touch-ups, because they're flawed. Like, when the rumors came out that they wanted to do a Code Veronica remake, I was like, fuck yeah, because Code Veronica needs a remake. On the mention Project 2025 apparently being about not wanting huge demographics to vote, which is very stupid. Yeah, that's just dumb. That is just dumb. Like, when it's saying shit like, we will restrict women's right to vote, it's like, alright. Joking about repeal the 19th is funny, but if you're actually pushing it as a political position, you know what it sounds like. You know what it sounds like to people. Why so early? Because we're going to call it early, and we're going to call it around like 8, because I'm going to hang out with buddies and we're going to watch Aliens. Isn't Veronica still watching Dreamcast? No, that's been ported. You had, what was it? Code Veronica X, which was the port to the GameCube, and that GameCube port has now been re-released everywhere else. Like, you can get it on PlayStation if you want to. Please just nuke this asshole. Isn't Project 2025 a PSYOP? Yeah. Card mode and time magic refining can show you how to get a boost to your junction power. I believe I do. Well, that's... I want to get through this segment because it is specifically on a timer, and I think the timer still goes even in the fucking menus. Please die. And Capcom remake DMC 2. That's another one that would actually need it. Oh, motherfucker. Because since we're at the entrance of Pandemonia, you actually need to kill it. Or Pandora, I mean to say. I always get mixed up. There we go, it's dead. Crump admits he doesn't know anybody at Project 2025, and their premises are just flat out impossible. Yeah. Oh, motherfucker, it moved. God damn it. Alright. Okay. I want to just run. Alright. Should be right up here. Oh my god. DMC2 and DMC4 just make the timeline absolute mess. Sir James Rolfe, what were they thinking? K-Con Zella is now pretty cool dude. He's pretty cool dude. Pretty cool dude. Oh my god, just kill him. I haven't played this in so long, forgot what the timer is here for. Pandora is hovering over the city. You have to get onto it before a certain amount of time. Maybe in the other way. Fuck. How big is this game? He's streaming weekly for months. It's a pretty big game. It's like, we're at, what, 36 hours for it already? And this is just doing main campaign stuff, not even trying to get into, like, side content or 100%ing. Have you seen Point Blank with Lee Marvin? I don't think I have, no. Yeah, here it is. Alright, so I'm not even going to do any fucking summons for it. We're just going to beat it to death. We don't have a choice. Jump his ass. There we go. Sheen types are weak to water when you get a chance to take advantage of that. That is true. And I should have some water magic. Yeah, I'm not seeing it offhand, so fuck it. And had a family. Well, not anymore. Please die. Worst retail experience you had when you worked there? I used to work in the meat department at a Kroger, and there was one guy who would like show up every week or so with his wife, and they would just constantly shit talk it and go like, well, Germantown up in Louisville wouldn't run things like this. Germantown up in Louisville knows what they're doing. And I would literally just get there on my fucking shift, and I'd be like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I've never been to Germantown. What do you want me to do about this? Yeah, game over. Yeah. I have a question. What do you see the U.S. becoming if China becomes number one? They won't become number one. There are too many systemic issues in China that prevents them from becoming number one. All they can do is gimp everybody else, and even then, just the natural ability of America to make money is just too much for it. Like a giant PC, yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah, China becoming number one requires too many outside influences for it to happen. Yeah. That song's so joyful. Everyone's dying. You just fail? Yeah. Send junction tips on Discord? Yeah. How do we fix America? Get people to stop being retarded and wanting to kill each other every 5 minutes? I keep repeating, our system is not the problem. It's that our system has been weaponized to where nobody likes each other anymore and they'll do stupid shit out of spite. And reload it. I'm on a cutscene. I can't skip it. Yeah, it's not actually a game over. It's the beginning of Disc 4, but we did fuck up the segment there. That's gonna a lot of people. I know. That's why I get tired of people going like, well, democracy's failed and oh my god, you actually believe you can vote. It's like, hey, our system worked perfectly fine for hundreds of years. It's only this exact generation that wants to be retarded. So it's not a problem with the system, it's a problem with this generation being retarded. Yeah, get people to stop being retarded when to kill each other every 5 minutes. That's, well, give us a reasonable goal. Alright. So since we fucked up that segment, and actually, like, you missed out on some pretty crucial stuff there, we will go back and... Okay. And one sec, I do want to take a look at some of that junction stuff, see if there's a way to kind of boost us up a little bit more. Yeah, use Time Magic Refine, turn down bones into Quake. Check see if GF's still leaning on Magic plus 40 or 60, and before going to Esther City, go to the temple on the map and get Solomon's Ring you need for Doom Train. Yeah. We are, funny enough, at the temple, so let's go ahead and... Because I think we have dinosaur bones. Okay, we do, but... Here we go. There we go. There we go. Now let's go to GF. Yeah, Time Magic Refine, yee. Okay, she's learning spirits. Elemental attack, elemental defense. That'll be useful, but... yeah, plus 40 for that one, almost there. Strength plus 40, almost there. Strength times 2. Okay. When shit ton of down bones, card mod one of the brother cards for 100 of them. Yeah. Oh, there's encounter by half. That'll be useful later. That one's already almost... Mox's flawed system, yeah, and every other system of government's failed. It ain't perfect, but it's best we got. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so vitality times 40. GF HP boost. Yeah, I'll leave that one for right now. Strength plus 20. I'll boost up with Magic, Spirit, and Speed. And Alexander. We'll do boost. There we go. So let us... where is... Diablo, Smithridge... do we not have the Brothers card? I thought we did. Mentor, Diablos, Christus. Okay. I think we do, but it's just not here. Alright. That's a Rengoku from Bleach. I like her a lot. She's pretty great. Pretty fantastic. Alright. Oh. Plus we need to actually go into the temple. What are your favorite kaiju, excluding Godzilla? Biollante is pretty fucking sick. I'm excited for if they ever actually talk about him in, the sequel to -1 they're talking about doing. 2 separate cards, Sacred Minotaur. Oh, that's right, yeah, they do that shit, yeah. Yeah, that's right, okay, yeah. So we'll do Sacred. So now... Nope. Time. There we go. Basic bitch answer, but Gamera. Gamera's great. Everyone loves Gamera. Okay. It's the worst card anyway, so you're not missing much. Mantar's the heavy hitter. Yeah. There we go. So everyone has 100 Quake, which is pretty fucking good. So now Junction. There we go. Yeah, we'll make her attack as well. So there we go. I hear about the Canadian who used satellite and accidentally picked up North Korean television. Makes me curious. Canada is filled with NK spies just like Chinese in the West. Wouldn't be shocked. I mean, North Korea and China kind of go hand in hand in a lot of ways. FF8 was my first FF. It is very, very good. It is a very good game. There we go. Actually, before we... Yeah. May as well just give her 60% magic, because she's not really meant to be about strength. Him. Yeah, vitality. Okay. 15 is my first. 15's not bad. I feel like 15 is a little bit overhated. It's got problems, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's got problems. It's got some serious problems, if anything. Give me a second. I gotta plug my phone in. Yeah. Another one who hears the FF1 theme in that piano song, it probably is the FF1. Every game references each other constantly. Wasn't it say that if North Korea strike first can say nation China won't help? Yeah, they're slaves to China. Well, sure isn't a villain video was getting boosted, so that's cool. Yeah, as it should. Frank's not a villain. Guy here and there's ass in the corner. What happened? Don't worry about it. It's great. It's fantastic. There we go. I said FNAF, not FF1. No, you said... Oh. Oh, I guess I'm dyslexic. I saw FF1. No, I don't hear the FNAF theme. Would win a fight Yuki or Dio from part 1. Also, are you also hearing about Black Myth Wukong more so because Wokies are bitching about it than because the game is great? Because every time I hear it's because it's based. It is from the CCP. It is not based by definition. That scares me. I feel my cash slipping. You can farm for energy crystals here and from the NLI critters if you want. That is true. I forgot. What can you refine the energy crystals down to? I know there's a specific thing you can do with them. FF5 is my fave. 5's not bad. I feel like it's kind of... I feel like it's kind of got an issue where it's stuck between FF4 and FF6, both of which are really, really good, and 5 is just pretty good, so it kind of gets overshadowed in that regard. I like the fact they refined down the job system, and X-Death is a great fucking fight. Energy crystals become pulse ammo, which you need to make skulls Lionheart. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, you can find them into Ultima spells, Ultima stones, not recommended in pulse ammo. Yeah. There's systemic problems within China, they're holding it back. For one, Chinese education is literally built around fraudulence. It is built upon finding the best way to cheat and undercut the competition and not actually learn what you're doing. That's why a lot of Chinese infrastructure and Chinese building is very wonky, and why they specifically have to call in experts who are long since retired to fix issues that they need to be taken seriously, or they bring in foreign talent, because their children are learning the worst lessons. On top of that, once again, their infrastructure is not great. You know, some of the most infamous videos in China is a guy drops a cigarette down the sewer and the whole fucking city block explodes. Because people get cheap, they get lazy, they get corrupt, they sell contracts to the highest bidder. I mean, they do not have a very good system over there. Yeah, look to the Chinese steelworker green tax. Exactly. Alright. So, If I recall correctly, Wukong is being given out as part of an Nvidia rebate, so that might be part of why so many are playing it. I can believe that. Where'd you go to find an artist for the comic book? We went to Reddit. I'm not even kidding. There's a board on Reddit, literally just called Artists Looking for Work, and it's guys going, for the love of God, I need something, please hire me. Yeah, I remember Made in China as a meme for a reason. Yeah, look at Three Gorges Dam. It's been pouring out water for almost 2 whole months. Yeah. A lot of you used to be famous for housing Chinese construction accidents. Yeah. Not to mention, China's biggest problem, aside from communism and cheap infrastructure, is the future low population thanks to one-child policy. Yeah, they're still having a population crisis. Like, they have the lowest birth rate in all of Asia, minus South Korea. And, like, both of them are reaching to a point where they may not be able to hit replacement numbers. He's all stoned. Watch on the Alien films in preparation when we be playing the canonical sequel, Aliens Colonial Marines. Alright. I need to make sure... I forgot, does Petrify stay? Yeah, it does, okay. I can never remember if Petrify stays in this one or not. It changes. There's billions of Chinese, though. Yeah, but if they don't reach replacement numbers, do you know what that means? It means there's not enough Chinese people to replace the ones that are dying off. Bit by bit, year by year, they'll get a little bit smaller. Can we find out China overcounted the population by millions? Yeah, that's another thing. People are wondering if the population numbers being given out are actually accurate. I always hate Petrified no matter the game. It's always annoying as fuck. Term replacement numbers, you do realize the golden age that we just went through things to World War II is an anomaly that was never meant to never meant to happen. You do get that right. Well, replacement numbers is an actual term where it means the amount of children being born are keeping up with the death rate of a population. So if it comes to a point where the amount of children cannot keep up with the amount of population dying off, that is something to pay attention to, because that could lead to a children of men situation. Your companies are now trying to keep quiet on saying DEI. Any thoughts on it? Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's been expected that was going to happen. It's been expected that was going to happen. They're workshopping different terms to replace it with. I know Kirsch is saying, "Oh no, it's the next step." I don't buy that. I do think it's them workshopping around terms to try to find one that appeals to people. Because now they're trying to push the term inclusive growth and things like that. They're doing whatever they can to obfuscate the language, and at that point, that means they know the language has a stigma. And the whole idea of forcing behaviors in companies never works, because once you start forcing behaviors, that's where you get into the issue of who's the true believer and who's just playing the game. And a lot of the time, the reality of who's the true believer is disappointing. There's a lot of aspects to it that is not sustainable by any definition. Our comic books, music, and coffee, the main 3 side hustles for e-celebs. Because they're easy. Inclusive growth sounds like a tumor. That's why they wanted to encourage economic migrants that could boost growth. Well, there's multiple reasons they want the migrants. Forced behavior shit's nonsense, easily exploitable. Well, more than that, the whole idea of you will embody the work, when you clock out, you will not stop thinking about the work, is fucking stupid. That is something to where it's like, that's not going to work. It's not a matter of, oh my god, they're going to force that on people. I mean, it's just not going to work, because nobody does that. When you clock out and leave work, you forget about the shit you did at work. That is just how people are. In the privacy of their own home, they forget about things. You are not going to force their behavior, especially if it's like this corporate mandated program. That's just not how they work. The people they have on board for this are the psychotic cat ladies that already have their heads up their ass and are never changing, because this is their idea of a child. Their idea of a child is birthing some social movement they can waste their time on. Everyone else who's just trying to make a living or just do something, they don't do that. I mean, hell, how many different games journals or game devs have been outed as, like, in public up front, they're all like, oh, I love diversity, I love this, I love that. And then in private, they have their own, like, alternate Twitter account where they're dropping slurs every 5 minutes and trolling people and all this shit. Like, I mean, it happens. It happens so often. It's a cult, the idea that you'll continue to work at home is the type of crap cults use. Yeah, and not everyone falls for cults. It seems like most Asian countries have a birth rate crisis. Yeah. Do you think DEI BlackRock's going to die off? It'll be slow, painful death or be quicker? It's slow and painful. Shit like this is always slow. Because for years, the warning signs are there. And then, out of nowhere, one day, when no one expects it, that's when it pops off. But it's always slow to set it up. Long live Liberty, $5. He said nothing, but he sent a little sticker. It says hype. It's pretty good. It's pretty hype. Blame millennials making Funko Pops popular. Population of my country is also facing a birth problem. Everyone's getting old, but there's not enough kids to keep up, so I don't think it's China only thing. Yeah, no, across the world, there's been issues with fertility. People are trying to debate back and forth on it, but I think a big part of it is just the position everyone is in. People just don't want to have kids. They don't. You have a large chunk of the population that either doesn't want them because they've literally been trained to believe childbirth is evil. People who believe the world will fall apart, so what's the point in having kids? People who think women/men are horrible manipulators, so what's the point of trusting somebody and trying to have a kid with them? There have been multiple factors set up specifically to screw over birth rates. Don't let me in with the rest of millennials. I hate those things. It's very slow, but on the upside, it's more painful. Yeah. And lots of people believe the whole overpopulation thing. Yeah, that's another aspect of it. People have been trained to believe the world will collapse if you have babies. It's stupid. In other words, black pill media is killing birth rates. That's the point behind it. Make you give up. Birth rates being lower than the main reason to bring over so many immigrants. You think long-term birth control use contributes physiologically, causing infertility? I don't know about causing infertility, but it has been linked that birth control pills can fuck with your head. Fantasy game, $5, DRESG will never die. It will take mass bankruptcy or a gigantic lawsuit or even a crash to fully get rid of it. Even then, stuff like AA sticks. Well, yeah, because, I mean, DEI ESG has been a thing for a while, and the idea of DEI ESG is just essentially modern affirmative action, and affirmative action's not going away because people believe it's a virtue, that whole thing. When someone believes something is a virtue, it becomes that much harder to convince them it's bad, even if it's ruining lives around them. Sure, never underestimate humanity, if I'm correct. Yeah, well. DI should have died a long time ago. Government keeps bailing out BlackRock, Vanguard, keep the charade going. Sadly, glad people are realizing it, though, so there's that. Yeah, that's a point I always say. A lot of the shit we're seeing is necrotized, rotten versions of things that came before because they are not allowed to organically die. The bailouts kicked off this trend of cultural stagnation where a company cannot fail and usher in a new age where something replaces them. Everything has to be the same shit we see over and over again. So basically, ironically agreeing with Thanos on wiping out half the population. Yeah, well, notice in the MCU, they changed Thanos' motivation for that. Thanos in the comics just wanted to impress Death by proving he could wipe out half the universe for her. In the movie, it's a resource thing of like, well, there's not enough resources out there. That actually does play into modern environmentalist propaganda that the world is running out of resources and there's not enough for us all, so we have to do this. I think the next generation of war will involve taking out each other's physical server farms and shit. Well, I mean, that's already an aspect of it. I am uninterested. Actually, I can't use it. If that many people believed it, many folks on social media said Thanos is right. Yeah. People have literally been conditioned to support the idea of humanity going extinct. But, you know, the answer to that is always, well, you're not going to put a shotgun in your mouth, so why should I care? We've heard that Thanos' change was actually reasonable and has depth that makes him being a villain 10 times worse due to his blind ambition. He didn't care to think about doubling resources. Well, that's the thing, though. If it's something you can literally just go, we'll just use the Infinity Stones to make more resources, that kind of becomes a problem. to... Oh yeah, it's just the full left. Okay. I feel like this still isn't the right way. Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere up here. The resource population will continue to increase and they just double the same problem over and over again. Yeah, but the problem with that is the fact that the Infinity Stones can literally do anything. He can fuck with time and space if he wants to. So once you have that level of power, the idea of a resource struggle doesn't really work. I mean, it would be better if he said that, like, there will come a point where the mass of the universe becomes so that it collapses in on itself, like a big crunch. Like, he was aware of the big crunch and the idea of reality itself ending. That would at least be a little bit more reasonable, because it's like, well, I mean, no, there's nothing you can do to prevent that. Only something that can warp space and time can affect that. But having it be resources felt a little like, that's kind of half thought out. Alright. Yeah, here we go. It should be right here. Now we just wait. Rick and Morty's anime is out and it's terrible. I know they got the no chick to animate for it, so at least she's going somewhere. An Australian go, hey, humanity said time after time implied they should perish. Got to the point where I want her to start with herself. Lady Death should be introduced. That's how I feel. If they're gonna introduce Thanos and have him want to wipe out the universe, just introduce Death. That's how Galactus was made, of reverse Big Bang. Yeah. Blame Captain Planet for this. Show too stupid. They wanted to make their audience think they and their families are evil for working in certain fields or existing. Yeah. Well, you know, it's like you had that big trend with environmentalist shit where it's like, well, you should learn to turn the air conditioner off sometime, or oh, you can make do with a little bit less and that kind of thing, and it's stupid because it's like no. The amount of environmental damage that's supposedly happening to the planet that's causing global warming and all that cannot be done by the average everyday person. That is specifically big companies in big fields that are way more powerful than any normal person can doing things. And at that point, yeah. Anonymous $5. Hello in chat. Last week, Real Life Ryan uploaded a retrospective of the Gamera movie series. It's one of his best videos. If any of you in the kaiju movies recommend, also congratulations for the campaign. Yeah, good shit. Yeah, Real Life Ryan makes good stuff. Get him out of here. He's got AIDS. Death and comics being cute goth girl is not an idea I'm opposed to. They outright confirmed Thanos was right, because apparently in Eternals, if the universe got too populous, it would awaken a celestial being. See, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them implying that Galactus is going to be a thing, and because I'm assuming a celestial being, they're talking about Galactus, because he will be the next big bad guy to fight. That works. That works where it's like, hey, if you don't do this, Galactus is going to wake up. It's like, that's something. Because essentially, it's like trying to keep Azathoth from waking up, you know? It's like, hey, I do this and it's horrible, but do you have any idea what's coming on the horizon? I mentioned environmentalist shows being created by people who said use less while having a double standard. Cough Al Gore private jet, yeah. Is that Yuki on the bottom right? Possibly. Yeah, problem is no one saw Eternal, so it was basically wiped, yeah. Red Dawn, China fights along with America and is down to 600 million screaming Chinamen, down from 1 billion. Does this imply Russia nuked China? Why is your description always say there's an anticipated game we're playing? Because there is an anticipated game we're playing. We were anticipating Final Fantasy VIII, and it's pretty fun. Ooh, meteor. Okay, junction. Okay, I'm gonna use antidote on her. If I have one. I may not. Okay. So I'm gonna have to use magic. There we go. There we go. Any old shows that had a well-done environmental message? Well, a good environmental message is usually stuff like, don't poison your water supply. How long we have before we lose the North and South Poles? They're refreezing. They're actually refreezing. Like, it's come out that the Atlantic Ocean is cooling at record speeds beyond what scientists thought was possible. Captain Planet also gave us the channel Awesome Movies. Dear God. Princess Mountain. Okay, a good message. That is true. Turns out one of the H2M leak builds floating around is malware that actively overclocks and kills your PC. People needed to learn not to trust a guy literally called fraud stuff. Can Yuki leap tall buildings in a single bound? Yeah. Here we go. When genres of Yuki listen to him mowing down waves of enemies, I can't spoil that. Level 1 being completely bullshit, who would have thought? Yeah, right. A good story where the characters have to find new recourse to replace the one that's about to be gone forever. There's a few different stories like that. Eh. Back in the Middle Ages, we were convinced there was going to be an ice age. Now we think global warming. What's going to happen next? You ever see Duck the Carbon High Massacre? It's like if Troma did a Columbine parody movie. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Marvel Wolverine game has me on pure copium. As a huge fan of Wolverine, I'm coping thinking the game would be good. Knowing SBI was involved in game design leaks, I'm coping hard. All I saw was crafting system like Last of Us, over-the-shoulder third-person action game, which I don't like. Like there's so much about it, and none of the builds that leaked show any kind of gore system. So I'm already like, all right, because like. My big thing is, if they're going to do an M-rated Wolverine game, you need to have gore equivalent to X-Men Origins Wolverine. Because why the fuck would you not? A shitty 80s zombie movie called Dead Heat after terribly compressed production logo, animation opening with chapter selection, 3 minutes of waiting for me to finish typing it started. Dead Heat's fun. It's fun. It's not perfect, but it's fun. Yeah, gore's reduced in stealth sections. Yeah, it's like, what's the point of that? I mean, stealth sections make sense, because Wolverine does do stealth stuff. He was an assassin. But, like, what's the point of not having gore? Yeah, third-person over-the-shoulder Sony movie game. Third-person over-the-shoulder Sony movie game. Where they make it so the stones being used so many times in the MCU creates Galactus' way to replace the stones which are now gone. I don't know how they're going to do Galactus, not going to lie. I think they'll probably just have him show up one day. Big open world. I don't think Wolverine needs an open world. Isn't it just New York again? Like, I was hearing that for some of the rumors. It's literally just New York. So I'm like, so they're just going to reuse the Spider-Man map? Yeah, leaked Wolverine game designs are bland and ugly. Just a bunch of leather jackets and tactical bullshit. Yeah. Piss ass 5 fake monies. While I'm moving back to a dorm, my roommate is a Bible humper. How can I explain owning a cyberpop documentary in a God-honoring way? Just say, good Christian. Good Christians. All you need to do is mirror Uncaged Edition. You're good. Yeah, that's literally all you gotta do. The Glowing type challenge is a modern tabloid. In a lot of ways, yeah. YouTubers have replaced modern media. I know the saying now is that they have become the new celebrity, but that's been true for a while. I mean, ever since PewDiePie got big, they have been the modern celebrity. You ever watch the movie The Elephant? That was the one about Columbine, right? Where it's literally just the unofficial Columbine movie. And we already fucked up, so we have to go back and try again. Would better if the open world Wolverine would be set in Madripoor? Yeah, not gonna lie, that would work. Yeah, here. Yeah. Okay. Because that's going to force us into that really long cutscene. What'd you fuck up? So, I forgot I have to go down a very specific room first. We got the bad ending for that one. This one's a pain in the ass. I'm not even going to lie. This one is a pain in the ass segment. This one is the epitome of you need to buy a game guide. Don't you hate when cosmic horror power villains, when they misunderstood surface level plans like I'm killing people because they hurt the planet? Leaked Fantastic Four trailer, Galactus shows up at the end as much smaller. The movie also takes place in a different universe. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Female posterior symbol for fertility and reproduction as God intended. Buy our guide or get the bad ending. Yeah, that's literally how they sold it back in the day. Launchport set stuff was always the coolest Wolverine stories, but him not being recognized as Patch was some silly shit. Ray Faulkner, $5. More support for future Devilman review. Keep up the good work. With Vigi dropping Godspeed to Cyberpup team. Hope it all goes well. Yeah. Soba confirmed they're going to bring back the Wolverine Cuck Cyclops bullshit for the 1000th time in 20 years. Yeah, aren't they implying that he's going to try to get with Jean Grey? Which, okay. My guess for the story is it's going to start off with Wolverine doing commando shit, maybe broken off from the X-Men for a while. Jean Grey's going to show up, and they're probably going to do Dark Phoenix. Because it is literally impossible for Jean Grey to show up anywhere in a modern adaptation, and they don't in some way try to do Dark Phoenix again. Gonna review everything. Devilman just the manga, because all of it would be a hell of a rabbit hole. Specifically the original series. The original series purely because there is a lot of Devilman. Every time Jean shows up, it's Dark Phoenix. It really is. Mexico benefit from Bope unit. They tried that. That's how you got Los Zetas. Okay. Yeah, strength 20. We'll do 40. And who is junctioned onto... Yeah, Pandemonia. So, ability. Place Spirit with Strength. I'll place Vitality with Spirit. There we go. Ever thought about a small Krabby review? People have requested it, but I have a plan for the Devilman one. I have a plan. It's time where I like called baby politics or politics certain media so shallow and ham-fisted, downgrade the quality of the writing, opposite Bioshock. Yeah. Yeah, thanks CIA and Green Berets for teaching the cartels counterterrorism. Yeah, right. Were you aware that Chernobylite's getting a sequel same as Casper Crow's Elisa? Double A be thriving. OVA introduced me to Anthem. Yeah. I get the push on Pedro Pascal being in everything, so he does not work. Mr. Fantastic. The cast from the films in 2000 worked really well. Yeah. How about John Waters' Crybaby review? Ever heard of the movie Detention 2003? Dolph Lundgren, Die Hard type movie set in a school, even has high-speed chase between a wheelchair and a motorcycle down a hallway. Devilman Crybaby, worth it, looks overrated. It's fun. It is another adaptation of Devilman, so if you like Devilman, it's more of that. Marvel in general, just such a shit show. Jean Grey, just Dark Phoenix, or forbidden from letting Spider-Man be happy. Comics are made just for a #1 issue and get canceled. What the hell? Well, funny enough, so the Amazing Spider-Man mainline stuff is still going on, and you'll never guess who they brought back. They brought back fucking Paul. Paul is in fact back. Mediocrity review? That'd be fun. Why? Dude, like, Paul is back, and Mary Jane has officially dumped Spider-Man and is with him, and, like, Spider-Man is still friends with her, so he is being cucked by Paul, And even people who are on board with a lot of the modern Marvel stuff are even going, I really don't feel comfortable that we're just supposed to ignore the fact that Mary Jane was brainwashed by a genocidal lunatic. All I want to say is no plan for Spider-Man at this point. They got Peter and Sneeko chair constantly. Ultimate Spider-Man's carrying them like fucking Atlas right now. How good is the Stallone movie Demolition Man? It's pretty damn fun. I love Crappy. I prefer an adaptation close to the 72 manga. Yeah. Explain Paul again. Paul was a dude from a different dimension that committed genocide on his version of Earth and killed millions of people. Mary Jane was stuck in his dimension, and it had like a hyper-accelerated time, so while Spider-Man was trying to find a way to break into that dimension to save her, Paul managed to, and I'm not bullshitting you, brainwash her and make her think that what he did was okay, and even tried to compare the guilt Paul felt over killing millions of people to the guilt Spider-Man felt letting Uncle Ben die. Got Mercury $5. Mexico needs American mercenaries to deal with the cartels. No. We don't need to get involved. That's something Mexico has to solve itself. Our Marvel execs insist on making the worst aspects mandatory. Have you seen Atomic Blonde? It's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I just don't like Charlize Theron. I just never liked her in anything. Yeah, Paul straight up kidnapped MJ. Yeah. Like, in no uncertain terms, actually kidnapped her. Yeah, Peter's eating dinner by them and praising Paul's cooking. It's so funny, you can tell it's a fetish. Yeah. And like I said, the funny part is Ultimate Spider-Man is running right now, and everyone is saying the same thing. Oh my god, a story where Peter actually grows up and is happy. Mark 9 after $2. I swear Paul is someone's self-insert. Has to be. Has to be. Was the other Korean? Yeah, it's Zeb Wells, the guy who created Paul. Look up Zeb Wells on Google, then look at Paul. It's Zeb Wells with dyed hair. And like the funny part is, the funny part is people are even getting to the point where they're starting to go, it's fucked up that people are blaming MJ for quite literally being forced for years to be written as like this massive whore or a bitch or someone who like really should not be with Spider-Man. People are starting to call out the fact that like Mary Jane has been sabotaged for years at this point and turned into somebody she is not meant to be. And the Paul thing especially brings it up where it's like, you know, because people are going like, oh man, fuck Mary Jane. Spider-Man should never be with Mary Jane. It's like, no. We acknowledge when Spider-Man's written out of character and is being sabotaged character-wise. Mary Jane's been dealing with that way longer and to a degree where it is actually legitimately getting ridiculous. Because it's like, yeah, because it is a thing of like, yeah, I mean, there does come a point where you step back and go, all right, how often is this woman going to be written as somebody she's just fucking not? Wait, he killed everyone? The fuck? There's some people justifying the event of this book. It's fucking crazy, dude. People were cheering when Paul's kids died. See, if it's because Mephisto's scared of Mayday being born, I'd buy it, but I don't believe the writer's that smart. It's not. It's just Peter torture porn. Comic Blonde's okay. Steroid Fight's most memorable part because it's top tier fight in the mid-movie. Yeah, good way to put it. I'll start with one more day. Would you recommend Man-Thing? Felt tempted to read Swamp Thing and more than others. I saw Man-Thing and saw the movie and had no idea if I want to or not. I'd say check it out. More Cave Scratch for $2. Still find it funny the ATF smoke a gun south. Yeah. I was trying to push their ship and have destroyed MJ in the process. One more day was an actual attempt to get Spider-Man to be with Gwen Stacy. Yeah, it's like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I fucked up that door thing you passed. Isn't open on my end. Did I fuck up? There are a lot of steps you gotta do for this. It's fucking weird. A lot of it's literally just getting shit that you need in the past. Okay. Sebul's got divorced around the time he started writing Spider-Man, by the way. Just an interesting coincidence. Yeah, it really is. Don't think a lot of heroes getting cucked because of fish. Think a lot of them get cheated on, forced to have polyamorous relationship, and now want to normalize it. I think it's just cheap drama. It's just cheap drama. It's like, oh, look at the ups and downs they have to deal with this time, and it's the same shit we've been dealing with for like God knows how long. Yeah, but Spider-Man a long-staying problem with Joe Quesada's Gwen Stacy fetish. Yeah, which I mean, I like Gwen Stacy. I like Spider-Gwen. I think she's fun, but let them do their own thing. Like, Gwen had her time. Yeah. Do writers just not know how to write long-term relationships anymore? They don't want to. It's cheap drama. If they're allowed to grow up and be happy, you have to write a relationship that isn't a source of cheap drama, which they don't want to do. Because cheap drama is exactly that, cheap drama. It can fill out pages. All Marvel and DC Comics ever cover, are they going to be mocked by Yuki and Rachel come September 7th? That's the big question. That's the big question. That's been the cheap forced romance drama that Archie turned out for the Sonic comic back in the early 2000s. Yeah. Star Wars is the biggest thing ever. It's bigger than Hitler and Bugs Bunny. Oni G. I mean, is it wrong? Is it wrong? What do you think of the Hulk versus movie? Hulk versus Wolverine's fun. Look at Paul Neal. He looks like a douche. There's just so many comic writers with cuck fetishes. At this point, it's not even hiding it. If I became editor-in-chief of Marvel, it would be a Spider-Verse genocide where only 616 Peter lives. Yeah, superhero comics come soap operas. To be fair, they've always had that element since they began, because they are meant to be pulpy little stories where each issue has its own little tale, own little hero's journey. The problem is they keep going to the same wells thinking it's new or shocking. Like, you know, it's like I said, Mary Jane has been written to be this absolute drama whore asshole that has treated Peter like shit for almost like 30 years now. It's to a point of this isn't new or exciting. It's why Ultimate Spider-Man was legitimately a breath of fresh air for people. Holy shit, Peter actually has a successful family, and the story is really good. Like, you can do interesting drama and interesting things without resorting to these very cheap tactics. I mean, they outright kept Uncle Ben alive well into Peter's adulthood, and it's actually one of the most interesting parts of the run. Hope the Insomniac Wolverine game is at least as gory as Origins. That's all we want. That's all we want. Let us turn people into mincemeat. Best relationship Spider-Man had was a little kid's comic. She had psionic abilities. Not only does she know he's Spider-Man, he also knows he's a good dude. Yeah. Uncle Ben and JJ Power Team. Yeah, they're fantastic. The thing that ever happened to Marvel at this point is to wither away. They don't even have creative ideas. Why should they? Leviathan would be good here. Yeah, but they also don't do much damage, so we can literally just, you know, whittle them down. Give us the MGR-styled hack-and-slash Wolverine game. No comic won't have cheap drama. Cyberpunk Control 3 with its mailing list currently up and accepting signups. There you go. There you go. Like girl dramas when MJ is dealing with the fact that Peter's being hurt every day without getting mad at him, or Peter want to do better for his family. Exactly. Paul looks like he makes pretentious video essays on topics he doesn't understand. Peter's Spider-Man girlfriend's Kitty. There's worse. I'm trying to remember if there's any hidden goodies. Okay. Have American comics ever been good, full of cucks and people hate America? 2000s retconned Aunt May to make her a slut in the 50s. Who got pregnant by Peter's dad behind Ben's back. Yeah, that was dumb. Like I said, it's comics for a while have been beholden to the cheap drama shit where not only can they never really have an ending, but they always have to find some way to keep things fresh, quote unquote. So they're always going back and retconning ideas. They're always going back and trying to fuck around status quo. They're always trying something, and the dramatic term is nothing is sacred, but it really is true where A hero will start as something, and within 20 years, they're going to be completely fucking different. That's why renew your vows better. Add MJ actually want to help Peter and even got her own suit, but didn't make her a girl boss bitch. Yeah. Cut Mercury for $2. Would JJ Jameson file Obama's birth certificate? He 100% would. He's actually a good journalist. That's why strong ending is important. Things are meant to end. Like, the problem with the modern idea of the comic run is that every continuity has to some way feed into each other. When some characters are at their best in their own little corner of the world and they're allowed to have a gravitas ending. Never understood that you prefer being a hero than being with me. Like my sister in Christ, he's saving dozens of people each day. Cut him some slack. That's why Ultimate's really good. Mary Jane explicitly does the opposite, and it's like, I'm proud of you because you are now an inspiration for our children. Like, that is genuinely great. That's on Black Cat, and at this point, Marvel's fucked over MJ. I feel Felicia is Peter's best choice. That's the thing. If it's to a degree where they're going to sabotage MJ to push people like Black Cat, I'm going to feel spiteful. Because at that point, it's like, alright, well, that's not fair. You just made one option into a bitch out of nowhere for no reason. Who is writing Ultimate Spider-Man? Is it Hickman? I think it's Hickman, yeah. DC had Tom King making Batman a useless idiot. Yeah, Tom King sucks. Renew your vows. Close thing, you'll get to an actual apology from Marvel execs. Yeah. Why is their only idea for drama? What if the female character was a whore? I was on the 2012 TMNT show. I never watched it. Alright. I will say this, Tom King's a horrible writer. So Marvel fucks Hickman over again, yanks the towel from him like they did X-Men. That is true. MJ used to align with Peter morally, which is why she always supported him despite how much stress hero stuff brought to their marriage. Yeah. Once again, they wrote them like adults and not just whiny teenagers. I like the idea Donatello wants to fuck April. Well, looks like what Vosh would look like, would think a Chad look like. There's our mental defective saying Tom King was writing the best Batman comic. He did okay in the beginning. I think the Bane stuff was kind of sick. The minute they introduced the wedding, I was off. Like, I was off it because I was like, I already know where this is going to go. They're going to tease the wedding for like 50 fucking issues. And then as soon as the wedding's going to happen, they're going to pull some bullshit of like, oh, we can't be together because status quo. And that's exactly what happened. Tom King was doing pretty good. Then once he hit issue 53, dude went mental. Yeah. Any shows you're checking out? Still watching a bunch of anime stuff. Once again, too many losing heroines is pretty damn good. Alright, save one more time. Now, Renew Your Vows wrote in the X-Men explicitly to write Wolverine getting Jean Grey pregnant behind Cyclops' back, then have Cyclops continue to live in the X-Men mansion with them after they marry. Be fair, fuck Cyclops. Yeah, Selena literally left Bruce at the altar because of Poison Ivy and Bane. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. And like, the problem with it was how predictable it was. You knew they weren't going to get married because status quo bullshit. It's like, fuck you. I know what you're doing. It's not clever. Yeah, fuck Cyclops. He killed Frank's family. What'd Cyclops do to you? Cyclops is just a dick. Especially if you pay attention to the recent stuff where the X-Men basically just went full-on terrorists. More grounded mecha recommendations other than Bottoms and Eva? Check out Gundam. So convinced Tom King's awful writing his demoralization psyop due to CIA after all? No, it's he got divorced in the middle of his Batman run, and now you will never hear the end of it. Can I mark for $2 with Kingpin been on Epstein's Black Book? He would have run the island. Like... Like, That scene in Daredevil Season 2 where Kingpin is talking to the guy that runs the prison he's sent to, and he said, there's not a single throne your fat ass looks like and doesn't want to sit in. And it's like, that's true. Kingpin is not a subordinate. He tries to take over everything. Why so early? Because I'm going to call it at like 8:30, because I'm going to hang out with buddies and we're going to watch alien movies. Alright. Alright. What's a good start for Gundam? IBO is the one a lot of people use. A lot of people get into Gundam with like Iron Blood Orphans. That one's a pretty good one. Grand weekly event items, so that way just before the next event you can sell them off for massive profit stonks. Status quo doesn't matter if you're making it lame and gay, but if you want to make something people like, you'll get moved to a different studio. Yeah. We finally succeed. Yeah, I collected everything I needed. A lot of the stuff you can get in this revolves around shit you do in the past during the Laguna segments. I didn't get the setup for some of it, so we couldn't get everything. But I got pretty much everything. Everything that we could get. This point in the comic where it's revealed Peter was actually Uncle Ben and Aunt May's kid instead of his actual parents bearing Paul's bullshit. Yeah. Have you played Lost Odyssey? Yeah. Speaking of Eva to the club and Nikki, people are finding out Asuka is kind of a bitch. Yeah, we both prematurely fucked up. Yeah. Cyclops sucks. Most of his suits make him look like a human condom. Is Bosch a bread tuber? Also heavily entrenched in bread tubers in the Israel conflict. Yeah, he's a bread tuber, and Hassan got kicked out of the DNC for supporting Palestine, so that's all you gotta know. Which Gundam had the guys trying to prevent war in general with their superior tech, aka having Gundams? That's a good question. I don't think that was Seed, but it was something along that same era. Yeah, 00? Okay, yeah, it was 00. Indian games you nab next month in Demon School, UFO 50 in Bloomtown. I haven't really been paying attention to the indie scene that much. Hassan got kicked out. So Hassan was doing his stream at the DNC, literally shilled for Palestine and said Israel a bunch of genociders. He was then approached by security at the DNC who told him in a pretty passive-aggressive manner, you are supposed to leave right now. You are going to leave. And like his own chat was like, well, you should have fought those guys. And he's like, no, I don't want to. Do you know how many secret agents they have over there? So it's like, oh my god, you fucking coward. I like Cyclops Riders, just hate them. Probably a good way to put it. Janky response speed, don't want to make your friends feel self-conscious. We're probably only going to be able to go through like 1 or 2 movies because it is pretty late. Because it's going to be at like 9 or so. Is Witch from Mercury worth a watch? I think it's fine. Very pretty animation. Think it'd be worth it to try to convince lefties to vote third party for the Palestine stuff and split the left-wing vote? Nah, don't try to convince anyone on anything. They're too entrenched. Save yourself the headache. Think Peter Parker would have turned out the way he did if Uncle Ben didn't die like Bruce Wayne with the death of his parents? See, the way Ultimate did it is actually pretty interesting because, like, Uncle Ben is still alive. At least last I left off. I don't know if they've killed him in the new issue or not. But Uncle Ben was still alive, and Peter has his own way of doing things now, and it's interesting. I think a lot of it is Peter deep down is a naturally good person, and it was just the death of Uncle Ben that kind of made him realize the importance of what he's doing. Like, he didn't really take it seriously at first, but after Uncle Ben died, he was like, oh shit, this matters. Did you ever read the original Ultimate Spider-Man? The original, I didn't really read it too much, because that's... Original Ultimate stuff is fucking weird. Yeah, Witcher Mercury has problems, but not Seed Destiny problems. Ghoul is the only truly true written character, sadly. Yeah, you do genuinely feel bad for Ghoul. A big problem with Witcher Mercury is it hides a lot of really crucial context behind after credits scenes. So if you're like skipping shit because you're like, oh, I hit the credits next episode, you miss out on a lot of what's going on. And the whole Ultimate Universe is weird. That's kind of what sold it as. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, all the cool stuff in G-Witch basically happening off screen. Yeah, it's a big way to put it. Shouldn't matter if Ultimate stuff is weird. It is really weird. Like, a lot of the early Ultimate stuff was explicitly just trying to be Marvel, but with more edge to it. So you had shit like, So you had shit like the Blob eating Wasp, and if I remember right, that was in Ultimates. That was the one where you had like Green Goblin raping Gwen Stacy. Like, there was a lot of fucking weird shit that happened. Yeah, Wolverine's the first mutant ever in Ultimate Universe. Yeah. Vote splits out might work because a lot of the young lefties getting their feelings over the years with Bounstein stuff. To me, it's just kind of a point of like, what's the point of... Well, what's the point of jacking up your heart rate like that? Just, you know, pull up a lawn chair and watch. Did Magneto die in Ultimate? Yeah, I think Magneto died. Oh, Green Goblin Gwen Stacy one was main universe but became non-canon. I thought it was Ultimate. What do you think of the Crow movie came out yesterday? I ain't watching it. I didn't really have any intentions to. Alright, we gotta challenge him to a card. Alien or aliens? I prefer aliens. Yeah, who didn't die in the Ultimate Universe? Very good point. I just gave your Magneto and Nightcrawler. They were harsh on the X-Men. Unless you're paying to review on Crow 2024. Ah, shit. At least you trade rule 1. Let's see. This is elemental, so we gotta be careful. Alright. Okay. Should be easy enough to get done here. Yeah, so work. Yeah, it'll be fine. So thankfully, Elemental kind of fucks him up. As you succeed the timer, we did. I do want that. That'd be cool. Because he should have the Alexander card on him. I think Ultimate Universe that Hickman wrote was good. His Ultimates was really good. That's what I hear. I hear Hickman's Ultimates was pretty good. Here we go. Yeah, I'll be fine. That's for Noah's pupper. Yeah. Ah, god damn it. Fucker. I may have to save scum. I may have to save scum. Now, recently, I was trying to find Nakataro kind of cute. What's happened to me? Remember correctly, a guy made Ultimatum, lost his son before writing the comic, explains why it's so edgy and why it starts with Quicksilver dying in Magneto's arms. Yeah, I can understand that, but that also does come to a point of, like, listen, man, I understand you have personal problems, but like, come on. That motherfucker, AFK fishing with mob aimbot, toggled on taking swipes at somebody's skeleton horse to pass by. What the fuck am I playing? Yeah. Yeah. Doot. Yeah. Card games in outer space. We're over the surface of the moon. No, it sucks. Castlevania Nocturne, anyone who likes it. Yeah. Yeah, Nocturne just flat out pissed me off. Because, like, it does that thing that annoys me where it has a character whose whole archetype does not make sense with the direction they took it. To put it in perspective... Yeah, Nocturne just kind of exists. Yeah. To put it in perspective, that specific Belmont was already an experienced vampire hunter and a monster slayer. But in Nocturne, they make it a point that there's a period where he gets scared and abandons people to die, which causes multiple main characters to die. And it's a thing of like, all right, listen, if he was just starting off, that'd be one thing, and he's learning to become a Belmont. The fact it happens the way it does with this specific character at this specific time is bullshit. Yeah, they made him a bitch. Yeah, it literally just made him a bitch for no reason. Americans stuck in writing stories, what do you think that is? It's because the modern day writing cast is made up of people... I guess the best way to put it is it's made up of people who went all of high school thinking, I'm going to be a writer, and they don't really think about anything after that. Like, it's all just very short-term, modern-era bullshit of... Because a lot of the points in Nocturne were about, like, black slaves and slavery and crap like that. They replaced the love interest with a black Haitian chick, if I remember right, who lectures people on slavery. It felt very pandery and stupid. So you already had, like, bad character writing on top of something that was preachy as fuck, and it's like, this is just annoying. Yeah, no real experience to shape a unique style, exactly. Yeah, they reswapped a very important character, and all she does is be a little Belmont and how she freed people from slavery. Yeah, it's honestly just kind of pathetic, where it's like, this is all you have. Like, all you have to write a historical story is just talk about slavery. I mean, Castlevania, the original series, wouldn't stop harping on, like, the church being evil, and that got annoying. But at least Season 1 and 2, they used it for something where the church is what caused Dracula to go nuts and kill everybody. That's used for something. Nocturne, it legitimately just feels like pandering. I'm black, and I think the way they write Stuck in America about black people is very patronizing. Yeah. Alright. Castlevania Netflix just wasn't going to hit stride again after Warren Ellis got fired, canceled. It was kind of a multitude of things. Like, Warren Ellis himself caused some issues where he kept fucking with the game lore and pissed off Iga. Then the Netflix crew did their whole thing where they clearly were not interested in making a Castlevania show. It was multiple compounding factors where it's like, past a certain point, you genuinely had to ask, does anyone involved with this actually like Castlevania? It's crazy how good Castlevania is when Dracula's involved, and after he dies, drops off. Well, because Season 1 and Season 2 were based off an unfinished Castlevania 3 script. That is a very famous production story of the series. They were trying to get Castlevania 3 as a movie off the ground for a while. And it was held up for like 30 years. Yeah, it held up for a while. And they were finally able to workshop it into the treatment for Season 1, which by Season 1 is like 4 episodes. Because it's basically just chunks of that script turned into a series. And Season 2, there's a lot of filler in Season 2 because it's once again using the movie script. You can cut out all the vampire politics and the plot does not change. Now, Warren Ellis is great, but I do think he kind of let his atheist brain take over too much in Season 4. Cross accused was so silly when they're blessed weapons in previous seasons. Yeah, and that's what I mean. He kept fucking with the lore of the games because Iga was very steadfast, like, no, Christianity is an actual thing. I mean, Season 1 literally had Trevor explain to the audience, yeah, my whip is blessed with consecrated oils and salts, which allow me to fuck up demons. Haitian Grand saying about slavery, boy, only until she finds out Haitian history, like the genocide, invading Dominican, treating people like second-class citizens, yeah. Yeah, holy water killed demons. Holy water killed demons. Shit like that. Yeah, vampires fear understand math. Yeah, that is still a stupid fucking decision. Like, I've always made it a steadfast thing. If you want the cross rule to not work for vampires, just have them not work. Don't make up a bullshit excuse of, well, they don't like the shape of it or things like that. Like, no, just, it doesn't work, you know? You either lean into it or you just ignore it and act like it doesn't exist. Yeah, one else, a fedora tipper or something like that shouldn't have been the head writer for a show with the churches against Dracula. Yeah. Just use Legacy of Kain rules. Yeah, just use Legacy of Kain rules, where, like, some aspects of vampire lore worked, other aspects didn't. Yeah, Warren Ellis wanted to change game lore, but 80 is worse. Wanting to preach people as best I can describe it. Yeah, multiple compounding factors that kind of tanked it. Don't forget Riot or Death. That's probably one of the best characters in a long time. I love his growth. Even then, it's a stolen character arc. Yeah. It's like over-explaining the god of the symbiotes. Sometimes just better to let it be. You don't have to have the whole answer for everything. Exactly. I think Vampire Masquerade Redemption seems like no one talks about. Gameplay is rough, but I'm enjoying the medieval setting. I haven't played it. Isn't death outside how they ruined an interdimensional parasite, not just the incarnation of death? Yeah, I hated that. I hated Riot or Death. I hated the fact they had fucking Malcolm McDowell voice him, and they just completely wasted him. The interdimensional parasites thing is so stupid. Like, it's a thing where you can tell past a certain point they were almost ashamed of having supernatural elements, so they're trying to explain away a lot of the supernatural when they should have just leaned into it. Like, it's fucking death. Death is what now? Yes, death is an interdimensional parasite and not actually death. I understand Castlevania fans defending Netflix Hector. I can't market for $2 Netflixvania is what happens with millennial rights. I like the idea of the cross and holy weapons work based on faith, like they have to believe it to work. That's a pretty good work. That's a pretty good way to do it too. Like, it won't work for somebody that doesn't take it seriously, but somebody that truly does believe in it, it does work. That wasn't Iga on the show to keep everyone in line. He was on it for a little bit, then he left. Because he got busy with Bloodstained. Arcade Script, $85. Vampire the Masquerade did better. Power, belief, and faith can harm vamps. That's why religious iconography works against them. Also, Isaac being gay is odd. For example, something that isn't fully explained but explained enough to be satisfactory magic system in Dark Souls based on characters' ability to turn belief into power. Yeah. It's supernatural in a series where heaven and hell literally exist and is shown to exist. What kind of self-sabotaging mindset is that? It's Redditor syndrome. It's the idea of like, well, no, actually just leaning into magic and supernatural shit is dumb. We need to explain it. Because, I mean, like, Season 1 and Season 2 made it clear it's vampires summoning demons from hell. And that was cool. What's in the Israel conflict? I play Final Fantasy games. Don't ask me about that. Turn into Xenosaga. Lawless are advanced predator species, so water blessed by a priest burns them, can contain spittle with the exact level of cortisol that hurts super carnivores. Thankfully, it never got that far, but I can definitely see... I can definitely see, given enough time, if there's enough seasons of Castlevania, they will try to push that as an explanation. Dark Time September Dragon File series makes the faith work better for so long as you fully believe in something, it will work. Dresden isn't religious, but faith and magic can ward off vampires. Yeah. Why do writers hate magic and demons? Aren't they one of the biggest groups of Potter fags? Well, one of the lead writers was Warren Ellis, who is an unironic, legit fedora tipper, and he does let that bleed through on more than a few occasions. And in general, as stated, there's a serious issue among that kind of circle, that kind of crowd, where they don't like the simple, just go with it explanation of monsters. Because, I mean, the explanation behind Dracula is, it's fucking Dracula. You know who Dracula is. But a crowd that doesn't take that, and they need their lore, and they need their explanations, will go, well, no, but what exactly is Dracula? And they get to a point of explaining themselves to death. Alright. Too much context ruins the mystic is supernatural. Exactly. It's like it's the supernatural. By its very nature, you understand to let some things go. Vampires saying the cross because of the shape is also stupid because then they would never be able to fight someone wielding a longsword. Yeah. Explanations like that are just dumb. I will forever argue that they're just dumb. I'm a Warren Ellis fan, but his biggest flaw sometimes being too on the nose about his issue with religion. He can put forward thoughtful criticism, and after that just be blunt. Yeah. One of those things where there's too much of a blinder on it. You don't want religious or magic to work, just make the vampires biological, just purely mutated creature, no magic at all. Well, the problem is the fact that Castlevania explicitly uses magic. Come on. There we go. Friends on my concert for the MC of my story and asked, how come he can make metallic claws with power supposed to be biological? And I just said, because it's cool. Yeah, pretty much all you need. I was a comic called Super God that discussed religion, how some people get driven to madness. It's really intriguing. Yeah. Magic and alchemy are things Castlevania. Vampire Killer was made using alchemy. Yeah. So part made me ball. It is pretty sad. It is always sad when there's a character you like who gets brainwashed and they are clearly doing something they don't want to be doing. It's a big deal with Magic being over-explained. All you need to do is just set some limitation, not make it overly bullshit, be consistent, that's it, solid system. Yeah. Well, there's some people who are legitimate addicts to lore. They need to know literally every single thing. Talked about it before, but Shadversity's book, the Shadows of the Conqueror, the book he wrote, the very funny one with the black bull. A big criticism to that is there's large chunks of it all about explaining a magic system people weren't really that interested in the first place. And that's kind of a common problem, where people think if you explain every single detail of your system, it'll be detailed and fleshed out and real, when a lot of people don't really care. It's like, so long as that's not a thing where there's obvious, like, well, why don't you just use this to solve this problem type situation, you'll be able to get away with a lot, you know? I was the author Joseph Conrad. He's making a pretty cool cyberpunk comic called Cyberpop Control Theory. I think it looks pretty good. What is with Shadversity's bowl? I just watched Elite Squad. It was a banger. Yee. Issue I have is there's no respect where there should be. If you want to work on a story, adapt it using elements of it. Why change it to go against the elements you're using? Yeah. Well, especially, like, a big thing is if you're going to cause plot holes that did not exist in the original work, take a step back and really think about what you're doing. Main 3 pointers are all you need. Make it practical, make it cool, make it consistent. Yeah. I got what Shad was trying, but yeah, there's a difference between this magic breaks the world and this kid can cast Fireball because it's a basic elemental spell. Yeah. Anything of the vampires in Near Dark seem to be the least supernatural of all vampires. It is a very interesting movie. And yeah, it definitely serves to kind of demystify a lot of vampires where they're just a bunch of drug addicts on the run. Because that's basically what they are in Near Dark. It's just a kid shacking up with a bunch of junkies. Well, the Rings magic is cool because it's very powerful, not overly flashy. Yeah. And there's a lot of setup for it. They make it a point that those big spells can do a lot, but there's a lot of setup to those spells. Near Dark watch along stream when it is a very good movie. I don't like the idea of demystifying creatures like werewolves and vampires. It depends on how they do it. Like I said, Near Dark is a really good way of how they do it because they take away a lot of the glamour around a vampire and make it a point that if this actually existed, they'd be fucking miserable. You create lots of explanation in order to help you maintain consistency of the system. That's one thing. Don't overbloat your story with it because it'll end up boring people. My big thing is if you need those details, just write it down for a personal document for yourself and reference it whenever you're making a scene. Where it's like, alright, well, this is how this would work. Don't actually drown people in it because they would hate that. Once again, save. Alright. Eh. Poor Squall. A lot of people get caught in their magic system, yet they have such a limited use of it, making them win buttons rather than something natural. Yeah. Song is called Reach. Yeah. That's in the States suing Biden's amnesty order. I mean, Biden's a retard. A literal pan-shitting retard, so. Can you do a watch-along stream soon again? We're still trying to figure out a way around it where we won't get dinged for stuff. Now that apparently you can get dinged for music, that's especially going to make shit fucking weird for YouTube. I don't like demystifying magical creatures. It comes off as more deconstruction. Zombies are at least their best when they're supernatural. Viruses are lame. Zombies you can do anything with. I'm a firm believer you can do anything with a zombie songs. It's fun. Got here. First thing I saw was an ad with Tony Hawk wishing happy birthday to the IRA. There's one fan comic where the artist is shaking Yukito Kishiri for sidelining Alita, focusing on vampires for a flashback arc. Never mind, there was a werewolf in the early chapters. I have no idea what any of that means. Let's sign up for this alien bullshit. I think vampires are the ones that work best for supernatural, even more than werewolves. Well, I mean, they are explicitly supernatural creatures. I think it depends on execution. Comes zombies. Yeah, basically. Like voodoo zombies with their flesh-eating Walking Dead. Combine the two. Yeah, Back 4 Blood 2 would have won with zombies and wasn't fun. Well, I mean, that's more gameplay shit. You ever get Silmarillion is meant to be supplementary to Lord of the Rings as a narrative lore dump. Suck, yeah. I don't think I've seen any zombie media where they weren't from a virus. Night of the Living Dead, it was space radiation. Dawn of the Dead, it's implied to be the beginning of Armageddon. Day of the Dead, they just never explain where it came from. Shaun of the Dead, they also never explain where it came from. Trying to think of what else. Train to Busan, it's a chemical spill. I'm trying to remember the examples. Return of the Living Dead, it's a bioweapon. There's a few. Evil Dead, Deadites. Deadites aren't zombies. They're demonically possessed people. 20 days later is mutated rabies. Well, he's saying specifically doesn't come from a virus. Looked up Pain of a Dreadful handled Dracula, Satan, and werewolves being gods attack dogs against evil. Shaun of the Dead virus caused by a spider monkey. I thought that was a joke. They made a joke about that because one of the news reports at the end of the movie says the rumor that the infection came from monkeys been dismissed as bullshit. World War Z's demon possession. No, World War Z was the virus that the zombie survival guy talked about. Started Bay Pigs invasion on a Caribbean island taken over by a voodoo master. Made people zombies could be cool. Yeah, Return of the Living Dead, it was a chemical. Yeah, it was the gas. Yeah, trioxin, yeah. Last of Us parasitic fungus, symbiotic parasite, not a virus. You are right, but I think in the colloquial sense, we can kind of split hairs about that. But you are right. Yeah, it's technically a fungus. Did you have a chance to read that short webcomic I linked to you, Blood Magic? I did not, no. Yeah, there's your main bad guy. Why the early stream? Because we're going to call it at like 8:30. Because I'm going to go hang out with the bros. Like series where it's possible for the villains to turn the heroes against each other or kill one of the heroes by turning them into monsters to fight against, a la Resident Evil, Diablo. It's always sad when it happens, but yeah, it's usually... it can be pretty good. Living Dead, zombies are grim, dark, impossible. Zombies love to see a serious story set in that situation. Well, them being impossible is the joke of it, because everyone's so used to zombie media. It was specifically making fun Night of the Living Dead, where it's like, I thought if you destroyed the brain, it died. It worked in the movie. See the P.L. Voltamessian now. She is great. She is great. You can play her in the Dissidia games. And every model of each Dissidia game, she looks great. Parasite Eve made monsters from mutant mitochondria. Yeah. How do you feel about the Lord of the Rings anime movie? It looks good. It looks very pretty. Just got here while the early stream, because that's day. We're calling it 8:30, because I'm going to go hang out with buddies. Specifically brought up Last of Us gets treated like a virus, but it's technically a parasite. Yeah. Are necromorphs a virus? Necromorphs are an interesting case, because they technically are an alien bacteria, but they're more of just a straight-up Lovecraftian force. See, the protagonist shoots an alien that has to navigate through zero gravity, alien blood everywhere. Fucking wild. See, I have not seen Romulus yet. Supernatural possessed form of infection, pretty much Mog's biological infection. Kind of sad to see that there's not much zombie media that portrays zombies as ghouls nowadays. Where's Mexico going? Is it a mafia state with no hope or will take from cartels? I don't fucking know, man. Dead Space had a legit Lovecraft like gods. Yeah, there was the Brother Moons. See, the indie game inspired by Parasite Eve. It looks interesting. You should check out Slave Zero X 2D hack and slash power bunk game. That looks good. Did Squall just die? Didn't the Gospel of Hunger kind of do that for Marvel Zombies? I never got super into the lore of Marvel Zombies because I thought it was just a zombie virus. Was the Gospel of Hunger something else? Isn't Slave Zero an old Dreamcast mecha? Didn't they revive the franchise? I don't know. This moment makes me legit tear up. It is a good moment. Apparently, Lord of the Rings anime rewrote the lore that powerful all-female warrior tribe. It's got people worried. I'm not going to be worried about it till I see it. Dead Rising go review live action media, or he going into the anime review pile? You know, the mountain size one? Anime review pile. Yeah, Marvel Zombies is no consistent lore. Yeah. It's like some weird supernatural zombie virus targeted superheroes who would act as the most effective way to spread it across other universes. The goal is to keep feeding. Yeah. It's better than Sid 7 space moment. I think it is. Sid 7 moment is more just goofy. The chick who is like downright suicidal to help him, even though he's like screaming at her to get away. This one is genuinely tragic because Brunoa was brainwashed and essentially used as a puppet. New Alien movie is fun. It has some weird Native American guy who comes out of nowhere and has 6 hours sexing with a xenomorph. Oh, so it's like Alien Resurrection. Man, this game got a faithful remake. It would be amazing. It would be really sad. Just had to sit pile throwing romantic kill in a shoujo section in the mountain. Yeah. Guess she's freezing. Her life support system isn't working. So not only is she freezing, she's suffocating. From Brazil, sorry, Cyberpop campaign launch video. I think it's awesome. I'd love to work with you. Good luck to you guys. Good shit. Isn't 8 like the third most popular FF game? Maybe once 7 and 10 get remakes, we'll get a remake of 8. 8's the one that could use it the most. 8 has a lot of weird quirks to it. So it always got me because the thought of drifting hopelessly in space until you die terrifies me. It is legitimately really sad. I hate space. Can't have shit up here. Person's thought Don't Breathe and Twist ruined the whole film. It definitely feels like they were going out of their way to make the main guy a bad guy. I'd rather watch every live-action Resident Evil or every Dead Rising movie. Live-action Resident Evil. The live-action Dead Rising ones are fucking bad. They are just boring. Come on. There's Dead Rising movies. There's 2, and they suck. Damn it, Squall. Squall just right past. Oops. Be a quick watch, like 8 movies not counting the 3D ones. Yeah, but still. I'm not letting you die. Where'd you go? Where are you? Oh no. Yeah, she'll move towards automatically. Try to keep Renault in the middle of your screen, yeah. Oops. Problem is, yeah, I keep trying to move, but she keeps, like, following along with it, so it's like... I don't know. Because, yeah, it's got to be middle of the screen, but... Yeah, here we go, here we go. You will not fumble this. Never mind, god damn it. Yeah, I'm getting the girl. Fuck the endlessness of space. Ever a Fate Resonance? Yeah, I think we played that. That's the not quite Final Fantasy and has guns in it. Haven't seen you go into the vacuum of space without your Scooty Puff Senior. Alright, here we go. We can now save her. Save the damsel in distress, we are. Holy shit, Squall, the planet's flat. Imagine being cucked by the infinite void of space. We did it. We saved her. Oh shit. I don't think we're gonna be okay. Probably got brain damage in an auction. We were able to get her life support system on, but we're gonna be stuck out here for a while, and Squalls is running low. Wesley Waters, $5. Does India have a chance in the ability to press China as the world's workshops? If not, one's holding them back. India can't even use toilets, right? Oh, that's my alarm. There we go. Giant red things concerning? Yeah, that's a Ragnarok. Village lost all its glory of having the worst film twist I've ever seen. Yeah, a few kids grind on the monsters and the earth will be saved. The monsters level up with us. We'd be making things worse. Eh. Dude. Remember watching Berserk 21-hour video and been great listening to your 5 other parts. Want to hear it all? Again, what's your favorite Golden Age panel? When Guts cuts off Wild's dick, that was pretty great. How's guitar practice going? I'm considering buying an electric one and downloading Rocksmith so we can do Rocksmith streams. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Because you can do it with acoustic, but it's a pain in the ass to get it working with acoustic. Tension in space physics is cool. Yeah, you notice in certain scenes, like, the audio goes dead silent. Like when Renoa's floating in space, there's no music, there's nothing. I like that a lot. Be more paraplegic ass. Meow. What'd you say your favorite Assassin's Creed game is? Either 2 Brotherhood or 4 Black Flag. Those are the 2 I tend to lean the most towards. I think The Village had the worst twist in Shyamalan film. Thought it was worse than The Happening. I mean, you said that. The stream lined up well with all the collectible hunting I had to do in Megaton Musashi. She's literally telling you to give her a hug, Squall. Come on. You wrote the comic, right? Probably. Maybe. Squall, you fumbled that really bad. I love that. Just Squall! Squall, my dude, it's okay not to be all business every once in a while. I wasn't Renault in Kingdom Hearts. I don't know, because, like, Squall was in Kingdom Hearts. Fucking Selfie was in Kingdom Hearts. There was another 8 character that was in Kingdom Hearts. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, Cypher. Cypher was in Kingdom Hearts, but he was as a kid. It was weird who they picked for 8. Yeah, let me make sure it's Squall, actually. Okay, there we go. Oh, and let me make sure everyone's healed up. How many FF protagonists have canonically fucked? I don't know. It's actually a good question. Yeah, fucking Waka got in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, well, Waka was 10. I'm trying to think specifically of 8. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is serious FF7 favoritism. And I think it's solely because 7 is the most popular. Irving was going to be on Destiny Islands, but they couldn't think of a good island design, so they put Waka in instead. Yeah, the FF X2 girl trios in Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, they're like the weird pixies. Yeah, Cecil, he and Rosa has some. That is true. You had the after years. Alien Monster Sounds get extra bizarre. Oh, yeah. Didn't Cloud hit? I mean, it's heavily implied him and Tifa got together after the events of 7, but I don't think they ever confirmed anything beyond that. Cosmic Horror Beyond Comprehension. We're gonna kick its ass. Pretty sure 0 FF characters in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. Most thing I think about this game, you don't get Quist's best limit break. It does take some time. She gets Shockwave, Pulsar though, which breaks 99 limit. Yeah. Only Nomura Final Fantasy characters made in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, pretty much. It was all Nomura people. Yeah, FF characters you got forgotten in 3. And that makes me sad. The Final Fantasy stuff was always my favorite part of Kingdom Hearts. Like, the Disney stuff is there, and it's alright, but like, oh, cool, I get to see Cloud, and I get to see, I get to see Squall and all those cool characters. Tifa does kind of talk to Cloud like a girlfriend that's fed up with her boyfriend shit and having children. Yeah. Alright, he's passed out, so whoop his ass. That was a cool mentor character for Sora. Yeah. You're super early. Yeah, we're gonna call it at like 8:30. Yeah, Cloud and Tifa are gonna have kids, and the geostigma happened. Disney basically forced all the FF characters to kill my interest. Yeah, they turned Kingdom Hearts into just a tie-in game for all the new Pixar movies, and that pissed me off. There we go, it's dead. Because it's like, the Disney stuff is there, and it's fine. It's there to get the little kids, but the Final Fantasy stuff was the stuff that interested me. Dota game question. Netflix animated series incorporates positive polykill representation of the main character and her family, a network of romantic sex partners. Yeah, that sounds like modern-day California. Polykill's thing in the game series, it's Dota. There's any lore you pay attention to is on like the back of a napkin. You're there for the matches. Baracho got to $5. You think Jotaro is weaker in part 4 and onward because he's canonically nutted by this point? That's a good question. Alright, so yeah, that's about as far as we can go. Yeah, Setzer make cameo in Kingdom Hearts 2, and the joke is that the kids didn't know him. That was kind of a funny joke. Like, it is a little shitty because Setzer is cool, but at the same time, it's funny because, like, yeah, I mean, no one playing Kingdom Hearts, at least with the target audience of who Kingdom Hearts was aimed for, is going to have any fucking clue who Setzer is. Darkness Zero to come out, what do you want? Be more like the first game or second game? Hopefully a good mix, because, like, First game had really fun exploration, but 2's gameplay is really good. Right ahead and press continue on accident for MGS3 run. Kingdom Hearts has always been Disney first. Nomura admitted he only added FF characters. He didn't want to design new characters for exposition. I get that, but I like the Final Fantasy stuff. I like the Final Fantasy stuff more. Yeah, I didn't know who Setzer was back when I was a kid. Exactly. I was the only YouTuber I know that hosts live streams every week for 18 hours. Edge Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to focus almost entirely on their OC Do Not Steal, entirely because SC was annoyed Disney's meddling, so they stomp on their feet now. I am not against that. As stated, the independent lore is cooler, and the Final Fantasy lore is cooler. The Disney stuff is just kind of the price you pay to get into it. You can't see barely have anything about Final Fantasy, only put them in a DLC. Yeah. I don't even know if they really put them in a DLC. Any cool powers you can think of for Prototype 3? I don't know. I never really paid too much attention to lore Prototype. Maybe like shooting spikes. Maybe like shooting spikes, kind of like, if anyone's ever seen that movie Splinter about the alien parasite that's like a bunch of splinters, that'd be kind of cool. Hero Darkness comic art is very different from the games and not as good. I wouldn't say they're not as good, they're just different. Come on. There we go. I don't like Nomura's writing is what people think Kojima's is. Also, fuck his belts and zippers and I want to see the leather cloak hoodie again. Well, a lot of the time when people shit on his writing, they're talking about games that he didn't actually really write for. Final Fantasy VII Remake, he didn't really want to change anything from 7, and it was other people at Square Enix that wanted to. Prototype also known as Clea's Cassidy Simulator. Yeah, basically. Well, I hope is they could see Cypher, Fujin, Raijin, and Vivi again. Yeah. I got in a Prototype a few months ago on PC. I didn't play it growing up. Turns out the game just bricks itself on PC if it's too modern. Anything in a Consort Radon boss fight's very mixed in reactions. I thought he was actually a really fucking fun fight. He's one of those where he plays by OG pre-patch Radon rules, which is when he's attacking, roll into him. Roll into him and be aware that even if you roll into him, it's going to be kind of a coin flip. Phase 1's easy enough. Phase 2 is where you have to remember specifically what attack he's going for. Because there's some where he punishes rolling in and others where he punishes rolling out. So you have to be aware. You see Witchblade comics come back, do you think it could still be good? Is there a chance they could fuck with it considering Witchblade's design sexualized? I do not know. Like, wasn't Christopher Priest writing a run of Witchblade at one point? I never got around to reading that, but that sounded kind of cool. There we go. And we may, yeah, I think we're just gonna have to use a spell to, do we have Asuna? Yeah, there it is. Oh, shit, no, I'm not using magic, I'm trying to give it to him. Oh, right, yeah, because we can't. Fuck, okay. God damn it. Okay. Well, here, let me see if I can... Yeah, recovery magic. Kiraga, Kira. Fairy Deaths. Well, these are spells. I'm gonna need to make an item. Yeah. First part is not even that difficult. It's mainly just gonna be a pain in the ass. I can't use spells. Oh, there's a healing. Oh, yeah, there's a spot there. I can just kill this guy and we'll be good. F7 Remake really disappointed me. I hated how much Sephiroth showed up and was the final boss for the first part. Yeah, then he's the final boss again for part 2. Playing dreams I fantasize about, but being able to give Alex Mercer a second chance he deserves the spotlight. That's chief dream right there. Personally, I always thought the Infamous games were better. Like, prototype games were fun to muck around in, but I thought Infamous was just better. But, talking about his Kingdom Hearts stuff, my problem with 7 Remake is his execution. Just think it's being done really sloppily. Well, I mean, what I'm talking about is kind of Nomura in general. People tend to blame him a lot for problems he wasn't really involved with. Infamous 2 is GOAT. He's one of the best PS3 games. It is very good. Infamous better. Second Son was not great. I still have fun with it. I still have fun with Second Son. Is it more of a tech demo? Yes, but I have fun with the tech demo. Alex got done dirty in 2. You had to read a comic that wasn't even released to understand why Alex went evil. Yeah. There we go. Infamous better series, but I love Prototype. It gave me big Hulk Ultimate Destruction vibes. Yeah, like I said, it's fun to muck around in. I do understand people have a lot of nostalgia for it. It's just I preferred Infamous. Not today. No. Okay, so just run across. Like Infamous, I like Infamous. I always favor Prototype, simply because it relied on more post-2 type morality rather than choose your own ending system. Yeah, I can see that, where it's like morality in Prototype wasn't ever really a thing. You just mucked around and did whatever you wanted. Gonna be that guy. I prefer Hulk Ultimate Destruction. I mean, Hulk Ultimate Destruction's really good. Doc's Avenger review? That could be fun. Think FF2 deserves a remake? I definitely say so. That's one that kind of gets misunderstood. I like FF2 a lot simply because of the fact that it does try something new. It does try something different. I mean, hell, that's where you get the Romancing Saga series, which Romancing Saga 2 is getting a new remake. Seen people blame Nomura for the crappy Genesis stuff and price score, even though he literally only did character designs and promo art. Yeah. Use befuddled, turn around, and puzzled by Kingdom Hearts. I comprehend Metal Gear, I comprehend Evangelion. Kingdom Hearts is just fucking confusing for me. Romancing Saga, never heard of it. It is basically a Final Fantasy II spawned an entire franchise of its own. Specifically 2, because of a lot of the things 2 does with the gameplay. And dead. Happy to see there's still Prototype fans out there. It's nice to know the game was loved even by a small group. Yeah. 360 PS3 era. There are a lot of good games out there. A lot of good games. Fucking love Saga Frontier. Yeah. Yeah, A monsters work together, yeah. And A monster AH. Let's say monster B can revive monster A, and monster D can revive monster C, so on. Kill monster B right after you kill monster A will never be able to revive. Confirm monsters that are paired up have similar features. All the information we have. So, basically, you have to kill the monsters depending on the color they have. So we just killed a yellow one, so we gotta track down another yellow one. Nope. Ah, goddammit, purple. Well, okay, upside we'll be able to kill... We know where the 2 purple ones are, so we can kill the purple ones. Racially profiling murder. That's basically what you're doing. Nope. Music sounds like Luigi's Mansion. It is pretty good music. think they'll do anything with Infamous again, or is the franchise dead? That is a legitimately good question. I really hope they do bring it back in some fashion, because Infamous is really fun. There we go. That's on Darksiders. I never got super into Darksiders. That's the one franchise that just could never click with me. I like Darksiders 1 well enough. Darksiders 2 I tried to get into. I just couldn't. I never even touched Darksiders 3. If I'd see you as Ifrit, Squall doesn't have him, give him a Squall and correct on strength. I think he has them because he paired him off with Zell. Let me take a look. Yeah, he has Ifrit. So yeah, let me see. Yep, okay. Hell yeah. There we go. Alright, so that's one purple dead. Let's kill the other purple. Do you prefer short-haired Verdell or pigtails? I like short-haired. I think she looks better with short hair. Yeah, now I get hit like a Matrix. Remember, hit trigger. Yeah. FF7 Platinum was no joke. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. There we go. Hell yeah. I think BPRH art clearly using actors' faces. What's BPRH? I don't really know what that is. Darksiders 2 is trying to be a Souls game. The difficulty slider. Do not play it on Apocalyptic first time. Damage getting boss completely fucked. Fought one that could two-shot. Yeah, I don't like a lot of the way Western games do difficulty. Because a lot of it is literally just bump up enemy health and damage, and there's not really much beyond that. I played Soul Calibur? Yeah. Soul Calibur's great. There we go, okay. So that's two purples dead, meaning the other one should not be able to respawn. Yep, okay, both dead. So now the red one's over there, so next we kill the reds. Damage without hitting the trigger. If you hit R1, you impact to increase Squall's damage. Okay, this one's green, so I have to kill another green one. I thought I was hitting the trigger. I guess it's not wanting to click. Meow. Let me guess first character to make his guts. It is very easy. Link at Soul Calibur 2 is super cool. It was a lot of fun. Okay. It is still not one to... I always forget the timing on this is fucking weird. Zach's voice actor Rick Gomez from George Lewis' fucking Band of Brothers. Wow. That explodes if he hits successfully. Should be mapped to right bumper. It is mapped to right bumper. I'm just trying to remember the timing. I think best way to handle difficulty is make it so enemies require more finesse or skill to kill rather than making them literal blood sponges. Yeah. Okay, so that's green. The other green one should be... Oh, for one, let's use a tent real quick. There we go, and I'm going to save. Best way to get timing is instant. You feel vibration in the controller. Takes time to memorize, but you'll get it. Yeah, sadly, there's no vibration. It doesn't work for the controller. I'll figure it out. I think it's like right before Squall actually hits them. Okay, so that's a green dead. Next green should be in that elevator. Hit right bumper. The second you hear the gunblade slash noise, it's pretty consistent. Yeah, it's something like that. So, next green. Yeah, basically Rise Connect. Alright, so we'll have to emphasize it more on that. Check out Elusive Samurai. Fun anime, cool direction. It is pretty good. Don't play Darksiders. Janice is a Darksiders fan and shouldn't need a magnifying glass. Thoughts on sharing Borderlands with Shota? We did. We played Borderlands 2. That was actually like last week. Or no, this Tuesday. Yeah, there we go. Okay, everyone says Super Paper Mario is better than 1,000 Year Door. Okay, so that's the green's dead. Oh. Yeah, see how much damage I did? Oh, yeah. Very good shit. Very good shit. Go on option set triggered auto. That is true. I can try that. Because, I mean, there's not really much of a reason not to. Figures my boy in Borderlands 2 is such a beast. Stream on Tuesday was not notified of that. Yeah. Use gauge, right? Yeah. You like a Batman if he was called Plapman and he said plap plap his enemies to death? Happening story now. Squall and Renoa were about to die in space, but they managed to track down a rogue ship that's full of monsters. And if they can clear it out, they can use it to stop Ultimecia. The trailers for your reviews? That's an idea. I do that. That's what the intros are. Alright, so that's a red one dead. I'm trying to remember where the next red one's at. Let me see here. Because the greens, yeah, the greens are all dead. You like a Piscor's comics he put out? I never really read them, but I am sad what happened to him. Alright. So that's purple, green. Yeah, Borderlands 2 stream is on Twitch, but re-uploaded to YouTube. No, Mullet Mad Jack 1. Oh, that was the other red. Mullet Mad Jack 1 was the one that was on Twitch. Borderlands 1 we did here. How many do we have to kill? As far as I'm aware, there's only 4 colors. There is purple, green, yellow, red. A game similar to Norse God of War, but older, simpler, and far less tedious, called Hunter Dragon's Forge, or Demon's Forge. Ah, shit. Tom's kayfabe presentation was great, need to be carried on, whether by the main guys or someone else entirely. I was with your boy Zach actually went pretty insane when Piscord died, and then he kind of spiraled into full insanity when no one likes Mad Max Furiosa movie. I'm never gonna understand his loyalty to that movie. Well, Messi is in space now. She's been in space. You exclusively Twitch streams? No, we're on YouTube. We did one on Twitch because of the fact that we got forced off YouTube due to the community strike, and it sucked. Alright, I'm actually gonna... yeah, there's some way to set it up to where it'll do auto dat, but whatever. Furiosa was cool, but it's not like a classic or anything. That's kind of how I felt. It's like, I mean, Furiosa is okay. Okay. Thank you, Fox Lady, again. Yeah. She did very good. She did very good. Alright. Like Furiosa, it's so current to see people act this way about a movie over a decade. Yeah. Alright, so yellow one here, and there should be a yellow one back by the entrance. They're a black metal band. I really like Behemoth. How much did it cost? Last music in that teaser? It's part of the expense report, all I'll say. Thanks, Kirshawn. Exactly. JHG friends with you, boy, Zach? I don't really know what JHG's doing anymore. He just kind of vanished. There we go. Yeah, Furiosa came out a few years after Fury Road. Yeah. I don't remember seeing Fury Road. I just remember hearing about it a lot for a year. It's okay. It's another one of those where it's not perfect, but it's pretty fun. Mentioned Lilycat looks like an anime version of The Thing. Watched Fury Road, and that was kind of a full-on feminist rant. That's why I didn't see Furiosa. There we go. And there we go. Weird thing about Fury Road, Furiosa really isn't that impressive. Yeah. Knowing a mix of culture war and taking too long killing any hope for Furiosa ahead in the box office, there's nothing to freak out about. Yeah. So, save. And it is 8, so I'm going to go ahead and... This will be a good point to stop it, because we can just pick it right up and we'll be able to pick it right back up next week, and we'll be able to see what happens. Assuming I don't have anything to... Assuming I have something to do tomorrow. If I don't have anything to do tomorrow, we can just, come straight back to this, because you guys kind of got gypped out of Final Fantasy XIV, because I wanted to play Dead Rising. So if I don't have anything to do Sunday, I'll be able to do an extra. I'll be able to do an extra stream. It'll be great. It'll be great. Let's join movie night. I don't know if Irishman can make enough chicken dip for us all. Augustine, for 50 fake mines, why are you not playing Conquer? You must support the new woke game no matter what. Agenda 2030 has to be complete. Eat the bugs. Eat the bugs. A bit too quiet? Well, I did just have to change around some things. So here, cranking it up a little bit more. A little bit more. How about that? We good? What's Fury meant to be about? A reboot or a sequel? It doesn't capture Wasteland life from the original. I think it's just kind of meant to be its own thing. Please don't be early. I have to go. I got buddies wanting to do shit, so I gotta go. But yeah, we'll take a little bit of time to wind down just for the sake of it. It's getting late. Sending pics through DMs. Let me know what you think. Yee. All right. Making sure we're all good here. Yeah, like 3.5 hours. Yeah, not much, but as stated, this is being impacted by shit my friends are wanting to do, and we've been trying to set this up for a while, so I don't want to, long live liberty, $5. Cheers. Here's a little bit to cover a drink or something for you. Peace. Goodbye, buddy. E. Good shit. No, we stream next time. Oh yeah, it won't be early. It'll be regular time. Next video on the docket is going to be Dead Rising, the first Dead Rising. I'm breaking up the Dead Rising games into a series.
In a way,
I'm gonna do the first game first, because the first game is the first one. Second game on its own video, and then 3, then 4, and I'm gonna save Off the Record for last. Off the Record specifically is gonna be for last. The remake game will be covered in its own little thing. The remake is gonna be covered as well. I got a whole plan for this. You know what I mean? All right. We just hit 450 signups on Cyberpop. Yeah, there you go. We're going along pretty good. Dead Rising Halloween month. It's not gonna be one after the other. I got other stuff I gotta cover. I'm trying to keep it from holding back other stuff, because other stuff's been on the back burner way too fucking long. So that's part of the reason Dead Rising is being turned into a series, so each game can get its own little pocket of time where I can manage it in the way that I want to. There's a lot of strategy going into this, much like playing Dead Rising itself. There's a lot of stuff we gotta do. But yeah. So good shit. So new Arlem thumbnail. Jay shaved his beard, or Jay shaved his head. Play Darkest Dungeon with friends, and each of us control a character. That could be fun. How long will these be? I'm expecting Dead Rising 1 to be about an hour, and once they're all done, I'll put a big super cut of them together, so you can have one big long Dead Rising video. I think that'll be fun. Another Fair and Hunger stream? That'd be fun. It's Halloween season. We gotta start thinking about horror games to play. Once it hits September, it's basically unofficial spooky month. Personally, I think other than Nolan, Steve Bloom, and Troy, you can't tell most VAs in video games, but Steve Bloom is most obvious to my ears. Wolverine, Tank Dempsey. A lot of them are pretty easy to point out. Nolan North's easy, Steve Bloom's easy, Troy Baker's easy, Yuri Lowenthal's easy, Laura Bailey's easy. Once you hear them enough times, it's impossible not to. But yeah. Yeah, my buddies are already they're already heading over there, so I gotta wrap this up now. All right, so Stop Killing Games petition has recently reached over 300,000 signatures. Germany, Sweden, Finland, Poland all have met signature goals. That's pretty good shit. Pretty good shit. All right, so one last time, just for the hell of it. Sign up. Make sure to sign up, you fucker. But there you go. Yeah. So reminder. September 7th is when it starts, and we have a lot of people already joining up. We're at 450 names. It's pretty fucking good. But yeah. From there, I gotta start wrapping up because all my buddies are heading out, and I gotta get on the road as well. So thank you to everybody who showed up. Pretty good time. Sorry this was so short, but like I said, just real life got in the way of this. So I tried to do the best compromise I can. At least we got a little bit further in FF8, and that's always good. That's always fun. But yeah, so I guess go watch what's left of Kier's stream or whoever else is on. I think Deadwing's still on, so go watch them. The next one will be Cyberpop Chaos Theory. It's actually a good point. But worry about that when it comes to it. So, I'm calling it here. See you guys.
Whoa.